some kind of push out. PRX, a little bit of contact, re-clears it, sees if maybe catch him trying to lurk around, but that's not going to be the case. KC now just laying out their plans for this B execute, which is relatively wide open. Forsaken tries to delay a bit with a wall and does take one down.
11 dead on the entry. Ducks back, sees it to be avoided. Smoke's now going to be set up. Seems it's just going to be a matter of time, and there you go. Before he tries to go for a timing spray.
Hello.
Will be avoided. Sova drone may be able to spot out a little bit here. Is Jing going to be the one under some pressure? Blast pack attempted, but cannot pull the trigger on that one fast enough. Sugetsu, however, will get out traded. Something is able to find that kill. Navai takes down Toss9 as well. Just there at the bottom of mid.
Sorry यार थोड़ा लेट हो गया काम कर रहा था
opportunity to find some more damage. Something is at 10 HP.
अभी काम ही किया जा रहा हूँ
here, but will be able to steady the spray. Finds that elimination. Overall,
Forsaken Harbor खेल रहा है, Omen खेलता है ना
इस मैप पे. What they needed. They're giving up a really clean anti-eco to KC. You can see some of the early ideas for PRX. Stack up, be aggressive early. They're always pushing
भाई
the map
मेरा एम
somewhere
ऐसा
so far.
होना चाहिए प्लीज यार कितना ट्राई करता हो बट फिर भी नहीं
Like the
होता
backup plans they have in that previous round. 3 push out A, have the harbor at B, over watching mid, and then can use that wall to stall things out a bit. Helps when Forsaken gets that big first kill, but Narrate going to be upgrading to the operator onto that chamber for that first kill, and he gets
लगा नहीं ओ जी
rather just Sugetsu.
सॉरी मैं चैट नहीं देख रहा हूँ अभी
Safety 4 narrate.
ठीक है मैं चैट नहीं देख रहा हूँ
So back up to 25 on that front. Otherwise HP is quite low, and Levin nearly with an opportunity to be able to split the difference there. Get the collat, but he cannot.
Narrate does a good job there, making sure that Jing can't scale forward off of A. So PRX only going to be able to push forward through B, but the trip is there from Narrate. Keep something in check, but that does create an extra angle here, even if they're able to get through market. Seems like they might, depends on what Devi wants to do.
Heard that Prowler, now the top of the door. He shifts his sights back over, but will go re-peeking towards his top mid position. The operator going to be put away there for a brief moment. The shot ends up going wide, but right with that headhunter is able to take him down. These two players still very low. It's a very real opportunity for KC to still make a go of this in a 2v3. The holding close. Just the one shock dart as far as the kit is concerned. Looks like he wants to maybe just try to swing out of this one on a timing. Face it patiently, tries to go for it, gets a spot out. Toss9 now going to be taken down, and Narrate completely isolated at backside. No way in hell. Try to get his way out of here. Maybe can get some more damage in, get towards an ultimate, and he shall as Envy will fall. Something, however, is out for blood once that convergent path's online a little bit faster, and he'll get the extra charge turret. So now tied up 2-2.
Yeah, it's really good map awareness from PRX in this round. It could have gone very differently if they don't read that, you know, with that push up through mid top, which direction it ends up going, because after they kill Devi, it's pretty wide open back there, but they send the 2 towards A. They read that nicely. I think because, you know, they feel like, okay, we've got something on the other side. Let's stick with our 2 setup. Rely on him. He's still got full health. You know, Envy and Forsaken already a little bit beat up. Yes, correctly, and that's going to be the operator into something's paws. Here's some noise.
Push out, all right, immediately going to be dispatched. Paranoia now going to be sent, double dash over the side, and Forsaken scaling forward at alley is able to intercept Sugetsu, so now the Viper gone. This is widely slammed the door in the faces of KC. Toss9, however,
nice
little headshot, cheeky little scale forward, but something just leaps around the back, quickly gets the scope through. As the spike's traded over towards the defender's side. Levin not too far away from being able to recover that. Forsaken eyes on the angle, but not on his rear. Aves, if he swings out, would have a very easy kill, but instead we'll send the Prowler. That's the alert here that PRX needed.
Gotta go. That's kind of unfortunate for Aves. Be kicking himself in the VOD review.
मेरे को chat नहीं दिख रहा है guys. I'm sorry. मेरे को थोड़ा काम कर रहा हूँ मैं.
There in the moment, Spike is going to be recovered. Aves pushing his way forward onto the site. Headshot to the back of the skull onto something, but now Devi as well, striking. Arriving on the scene, the Haunt going to be sent out. Aves, quick on the draw, is able to find the one. Lob it on that snake bite, and that's all to draw the attention away while Jing swoops in from the flank. Two players surviving. The op going to be carried over. PRX now find themselves in the lead.
So much of these rounds coming down to just who's going to kind of outguess who on where they've maneuvered to on the map. It's getting very chaotic. Everybody's just trying to kind of find that extra space, find that extra angle. I mean, first it's DOS9, he gets shut down. Then it's Aves, who eventually finds one. Or a re-wrap from elbow, and it's a little bit all over the place right now, it feels like. A ton of ults as PRX. Same for KC.
Showstopper going to be sent off the rip, looking for that stun. The lob in, but no, the rendezvous will think about the safety, even though it's a short hop. The Hunter's Fury, however, looking to hound him down, has him low. It's going to be Forsaken having the kill. That's two invested off the rip. PRX get themselves into a decent enough position, but it's just the one player committing the ult in to try to have that operator online. Everybody else still going to be having armor as well as Vandals, so a 4v5 still possible for KC, but something scouted out by that Prowler. Quick little exit, double dashes out towards safety. While Jing pushing forward, and he's not going to press the issue. Rare signs of restraint, but then we'll just get taken down through the wall. DOS9 able to find him there. Aves not quite going to be able to get the catch on Devi through that market door as it does get slammed shut.
Yeah, that's why they're going to slide something up to top mid to watch that. Case got a pretty good read now how this round is going to look. A lot of their base is covered.
Forsaken.
Face your fear.
A little bit of a delayed reaction there. Unable to find that kill, but Envy very much slotted forward just outside of main. Able to find a kill. Now they hear the sprint coming their way. The Neon, the slide in, breaks the aim of something. Weapon's going to be grabbed as well. Levin wants to try to utilize this as well. I've got an overdrive behind it, so I might as well go for it. They go pushing into his angle, which given they are sprinting, he's going to be able to have the read here. Slow things down.
कौन जीतेगा guys?
Levin should absolutely be favored. Just holding on this corner. No way to try to break that aim.
Shot.
Will be Devi taken down. Envy now to try to clutch it, but as he swoops in, Levin with the recovered op will have his number, a 3K, to tie things up.
Well, this is just a great late round call from KC. They realize that the B site is a little bit overstacked, and that Neon gives something fit. It's a good early set piece from PRX, using that showstopper to reveal the position of the chamber. They know where that rendezvous is going to be set up, so then they follow up immediately with that Hunter's Fury. But KC better just when it mattered most at the end of the round. What looked like a good start for PRX, and maybe themselves pretty far ahead. Oh my God.
Straight into this, and Envy lucky. Be able to skirt back away from that one. Had he committed in with a drone, almost certainly would have died, but he also did have something there for the covering fire, so manages to find the punish. Get the early start here for PRX in the round, and Devi will expound upon that as Levin gets taken down outside of market. AC still quickly trying to scale forward into the B site. They can still situated, just jiggling back, watching that main angle.
Yeah, KC knows that if they just play really patiently, you might catch somebody from PRX making a mistake. Forsaken, though, does get the reconfirm. They're still in market.
Now the door to be shut. The swing to come through, and something to have the shot off is going to be taken down. DOS9 is the one that was previously spotted, so something knows there's a second player, but still just can't quite get on the angle, but Devi absolutely does. Spike now down on the floor. Narrate would be able to buy another operator into the next round, but in all likelihood, we'll have to just try to save this one so he can pass another weapon over to his teammates.
Yep. This should just be round over. But some good little adjustments here from PRX. An extra layer to help out Envy over there on A. That first kill, that could have been a real problem. But again, we're starting to get a feel for the tempo and the pace of PRX. I like that they match the pause. You know, they don't try to get over aggressive. They're not trying to push a bunch of space. You know, when KC has kind of claimed just a little bit of real estate of their own, they just hold the line and a little bit of jump peeking. You know, something takes a little bit of a better angle, I think, from top mid there to make sure that if it is It could be a Neon or whatever, but he's going to be able to get that kill a little bit easier from that position.
Back in to the lead by 1. Obviously, the key weaponry that you really want to be having going to be carried over. That operator still in the hands here of Narrate, but as mentioned, has to go for a drop. Pass a weapon over to one of his teammates. Levin does have that overdrive to back up the Stinger as well, so could be seeing a bit of a pacier hit here for KC. For now, won't reveal onto 1, but look at the triple scale forward coming in. Look at the Dritz try to set up with that convergent path. Jing now bounding forward. Levin completely slowed up inside of the snake bite, and PRX have an absolutely gorgeous spot.
Hello,
on read.
future welcome to stream. Which team are you supporting? For this map, with this match, I support PRX.
So nicely, and the timing, the coordination.
For this match.
DOS9, nothing he can do at the end of this
nice
one.
one.
Something.
Hello, welcome to the stream. How's yours? क्या हाल चाल आपके?
And after a round like that, I think that if you're KC, you probably wanted to call a timeout here.
What's up? What's up?
Starting to have a very
How's yours?
strong understanding of how you want to pilot your attacker's side. May just be time. Just go ahead, pump the brakes a little bit, and try to get some extra thoughts here for the players to try to make use of.
It's really nice for PRX to get Jing going here. He really struggled in their first match against NRG. You know, something that we haven't seen too much from him since stage 1, since London. I mean, he was incredible. You talk about how good his Raze is, best Raze in the world. They lost both Raze maps, you know, against NRG, and that's tough when you put so many of your chips into that basket. You know, like, he's so good at times. So if they get him fired up as well, something already very much clicking on the Waylay, get that other duelist rolling, this should be pretty easy sledding for PRX.
Yeah, and while it's not something that we see too often from something, obviously he's got plenty of experience playing the Waylay as well at this point.
Yeah.
Was his main duelist selection when Corrode was in the map pool. Let's see plenty of that. Goes back over to it here on Sunset. And I was curious what PRX were kind of going to, look to slot in with these specific roles, because well, okay, not going to be leaning back into the Yoru. You're still not likely to find the same value, even if it is something. Map is just a little bit bigger compared to something like Ascent where he does play it. Meanwhile, though, that trade out will just quickly make an exit. Jing as well, trying to once again scale aggressively down into mid. Does have to back away, but all of this has established a very deep pit, completely containing B main.
PRX is expecting this to be an attempt to clear Device pit, so they've reinforced it with an extra player.
They might have to give that a reconsideration. A leg shot, though, out on Avaz. Not able to find that elimination. Puts him down to 5 HP, and that's going to have all of KC now starting to get clustered up on the A side of the map.
It is going to dodge that drone, but should be an awareness in the back of Envy's mind that that's possible. Going to hold the elbow.
Still watching for it.
Yeah.
Great, reading the angles correctly, and will be able to find that headshot, clearing him out. Forsaken now trying to assess which direction the flood's going to be coming through, but he sends out that Reckoning, trying to slow up this approach. DOS9 going to be contained, just tucked away here in the back. Forsaken, however, fiercely just goes pushing forward, because of course he does. He's able to find the enemy Omen after all.
Welcome to my world.
There's something finishing the job that he had started, is able to find that elimination, but Levin gets rid of Forsaken at the same time. Their own pit now placed, fanning out towards the back of site as well as absorbing some of Alley.
दवाई देखो, दवाई तो कुछ दवाई पी रहा भाई.
Now decently favored to close
Prep
out
पे
the
हो जाएगा
round.
ना वो?
And you don't have a ton. You have
Oh,
What?
my God.
Whoa.
Do they realize? Angel going to be sent, but no swing wide enough to actually get the spot out there. Just a bound around the corner out towards safety. Divine out, arriving. The run, the leg, spotted Narrate. Just showing a bit too much, but Levin re-arrives over on the street side, cleans up Jing, gets it back into a 2v2, and the time is starting to bleed away. Divine's able to find Suket on this defuse, the slide in, the turnaround, and Levin gets the clutch, gets the 4K.
Nice one. दवाई ले गया था फिर भी पीछे से flank
This little
करके.
bit of delayed aggression from KC here.
Not gonna lie, दवाई ले गया था match.
Able to get a big win against Envy at top mid. That starts making it really difficult for PRX to have info on what's going on around the map. So then, Forsaken and something left to their own devices to try to lock this out. The pit almost doesn't work for KC, but Levin has another brilliant round. Just like we saw earlier, 10 kills for the Neon.
Looking for the stun on the array, but it's going to be something taken down. Dialed in on the angle. It's a big early punish. His Envy as well now will fall. Forsaken having to backpedal away. Eats a little bit of damage to jump forward though, right through the poison orb, and Narrate will be able to find him with a headhunter. And the wheels are starting to come off. PRX, they were cruising, they were looking steady. These last 2 rounds,
मेरे को
Now,
अपना aim improve
they
करना
look
है
shaken. Operator not to be recovered. Jing just to play back, maybe try to find some kind of exits, but KC can just fan out over towards that defender's side and keep all 5 players alive.
At this time, I wonder if maybe that push from something was ahead of the dart, or the dart landed just a little late. Feels like a little bit of a timing thing there. Gave KC an opportunity to get that win and get out before the rest of PRX could do anything about it. Regardless, good awareness from Narrate to be leading the charge with that operator like that. Not an easy task.
I'll find you.
He's able to shut down something who's been having a really solid map so far. Devi?
Huh?
I think it's time for a timeout on the PRX camp.
He's done it again.
Yeah, that's... And we just
Safe कर रहा था ना?
misjudging where they had planted the
गलती
spike,
से चला
where
गया
it was
क्या?
going to be safe, but obviously there was no one near him. Yeah,
मैं shot मारा
Okay,
उसने
no timeout.
timber ने
Why not?
we'll just leave it, but this is going to be pushing them lower and lower as far as the
Guys,
catch is concerned.
है
Bank can be broken after this round if they're not able to
Sync
find the
पे
win.
नहीं है बात
And I like KC's
After this
adjustment here
round.
in the macro. So
Gotta
we've
hide
had a
it.
couple rounds that A has been successful for us. Let's try something a little bit different. PRX initially just trying to make sure that 3 in a row won't be what they get just from that A side initially. Oh, something gets identified crossing there by Narrate onto the Devi. He sees a lot.
That it does. Relay bolt could be sent out. Space now getting taken. Paranoid does not connect on to Devi. But he's going to go swinging out. Takes
Nice
the
one.
fight and does manage to win it for 1. Something now up
That
and over in
spot,
the market.
that
but
10
King is
spot,
also going to be
10
struck down. So
spot.
player
Hello, Mahi,
advantage
welcome to the stream.
spam to 5 HP.
Ajus चल चल welcome
All right, dialed in.
Nice
Something
shot.
dispatched. Looks for a little bit more.
What?
Does Narrate, and he finds it. His Envy will also fall, and now it's just Forsaken.
I'm audible right
Rolled away, and the shot's not connecting.
sound आ रहा है ना मेरा I think
Trying to
so
hold on to this weapon, but and KC, it's one more round to be played. They have so much money.
yeah
They can absolutely try to hound him down. Taken. Planting himself here in mid, finds the first, looks for the second, won't be able to get it done. Aves will find the elimination, putting him 1 away from a nightfall. As
5-6.
KC now get up to 6.
आज का prediction बता
And again,
prediction
it's using some of that conditioning from the last
Prediction.
couple rounds. This is a great read by
Insta नहीं
Aves
दिखता
to say we've gone A twice, it's been successful.
Insta पे
probably
तुमने
gonna
follow किया था
overstack
मुझे
that side.
पता नहीं I don't
Let's
know
go the other way.
I think कोई किया था right
Only good for 1. The trade's nice, and then Narrate really sharp again.
मैं
the
Insta open
operator.
नहीं किया आज उतना ज़्यादा अभी just
So
open
just
किया वो
able to get
story
those
लगाने के
post
लिए
plants comfortably, hold those angles.
और सुबह को open किया था
PRX never getting much
Campbell
done.
कैसे
Gets his
जीतेगा?
mark as well.
अच्छा।
Really impactful there.
क्यों यार PRX ने क्या किया यार
Able to just go ahead and
PRX
force
को
back
support
Narrate
कर दो थोड़ा सा
far enough to get the showstopper online.
Taken, trying to use that.
तो
one to
मैं
get
इधर से नहीं कर सकता
himself
फोन से
positioned.
नहीं कर सकता
That
वो वाला।
showstopper going to be in the back of Casey's mind.
ये कुछ भेजा क्या तुमने मुझे
They have
क्या सीन
retreated for now, and look at this stack.
Massive push out in the mid yet again from PRX. This is kind of where they've been finding the most
हाँ
success.
follow
Will
किया
it
था
continue or
मेरा
not?
फोटो
Getsu doing damn
Check
well
the
to be able
review
to come
though.
away with 1.
Face your
Critically for
मुझे
PRX,
follow
though,
किया था तुम्हारा
it is
फोटो
Envy
देख
that
के
is
रिव्यू
dead.
मतलब
Not
रुको
the showstopper, but okay.
Oh
Already a
my
little bit
god
lucky at the
चेंबूर
start.
भाई
So
मार रहे हैं guys
slow it down, finds that kill. The showstopper comes away with absolutely
Ult
nothing.
पे नहीं
Jim
घुसा वो।
however, still going to be able to find Dallas 9. Devi got Aves moments before. A 2v2 the spike, still there in main. Narrate swooping forward, grabbing it, rendezvousing back. Peek in, see if they go on this push. He
मेरा
will just
फोटो
make his
मतलब
exit. Jing
जो
now. Ooh, puts away the
मैंने
gun.
क्लिक
Right as the
किए
peek comes in, but Levin will decide to just
भेजो
back
भेजो
away.
कहाँ है
And
भेजो
quickly
मेरे को
swooping forward, trying to find that elimination, but the damage is just not going to be coming through. Now, right now, with the swap of the guns, has the tour de force behind this Vandal. Jing tagged to 30. EC being well suited to make this a 7-5 half.
Just narrowly, Narrate's able to get there, get that spike up. This is going to be all the more difficult because Jing
पोस्ट किए
wanted to
रुको
try to
रुको
catch him in the
अरे
rear.
मेरा फोन काम नहीं कर रहा ना रुको थोड़ा लेट लगेगा फोन को दिए बिजी
I
होता
mean,
है फोन
again,
हेलो सर
Yeah,
वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम
Jing not going to have the spot. He does have a paint shell, but Levin, okay. Hearing a bit now, we'll just take that fight forward. We'll be able to have that elimination now. Devaya 1v2, the time working against him.
नसन
Right, not quite on the right angle. So kill is going to be found, but Levin, can he just play this correctly, play with his food? Will just push forward
INT.
before the half can come in. It's going to be 7-5.
अरे
AC
जीजी हो रहा है
up in
रुको
front by 2.
देखने दो
Yeah, really impressive stuff from KC to bounce back. Run 4 in a row there at the end. Starting to get a good macro read. Able to kind of weather some of Paper Rex's aggressive maneuvers. Able to get some big shots when they needed them most. Started in the pit.
हेलो माइनेट हेलो एक्सक्यूज मी
Itzel started with Sugetsu.
हाँ
Really clean bandit shooting there. And even though
तुम्हारा आईडी क्या है रुको कहाँ देखते हैं अरे भाई साहब
something able to find.
Close this out, so
I mean, I think something went killless like in those 4 rounds in a row, or maybe got
वेलवेट तुम्हारा प्राइवेट है प्रोफाइल
one in there, but it wasn't many. Because he was
योर
at 12
प्रोफाइल
for
इज
a long
प्राइवेट
time
ब्रो
during that half.
हाउ
He
कैन
got
आई
up to
सी योर
12 and 6,
फोटोज
and then I don't think he
or
found another one
anything
after that.
you
yeah, was
posted
doing a lot of the early lifting, but then all of Paper Rex started dropping the spaghetti. Well, a lot to be a little bit concerned about if you want Paper Rex to come away with this win on Sunset. 5 from the defender's side, not going to be too terrible. Obviously, as they are going to be running that double duelist, now shifting over to the attack.
मेरा
But if this
यूट्यूब
doesn't
पर
have
नहीं हो
thanks
रहा
and KC win another pistol, they're looking pretty well suited to collect a win on this opening map.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would feel like there's a shout here for
भाई
Paper
मेरा
Rex
network
for
issue
sure.
है
But
ना
again, how much
if I'm not
practice
wrong.
have they had on this map?
मेरा ही
with this
network
new
issue है
comp? You know, how well drilled is this going to be? Sometimes that can kind of work for you
हाँ
because
प्राइवेट है
you're kind of figuring it out on the
मेरा
fly, which
इंटरनेट
means
जीजी
your
है
opponent is going to have a tough
जीजी हो
time
रहा है ये थोड़ा
maybe reading exactly what you're trying to accomplish
मेरा ही नेटवर्क जीजी है
with some of your macro and those kind of things, but
ये देखो अब देखो रुको
Players nearby enough. Is 11 going to go repositioning, wrapping around over in
रुको रुको देखो अरे यार मेरा नेटवर्क जीजी है
the alley.
oh,
Push
what a
through that
shot.
wall though, and yep, Devi. Whenever he's got a sheriff, you always have to be concerned with something. Now going to get caught.
भाई ये नियॉन मार रहे हैं भाई
11
बहुत
bringing
गंदा
this
मार
back
रहा है नाइस
to
फोटो
parody.
द पैरट फोटो इज गुड
Going at the corner. Aves to stay tucked
ये
in.
parrot बोल रहा हूँ,
Finds the
peacock,
first,
my
looks for
bad.
A little bit more. Jing will be able to shut him down with that frenzy, but Levin's still able to find Forsaken
Peacock,
as well.
peacock.
So it's a 2v2.
ये भी
with
अच्छा है
Jing at
रोड का
15
भी
health.
नाइस
Avoids the first shot. 4 more in that headhunter though. 4 narrate.
पीकॉक को मैं पैरट बोला छी
Absolutely still be deadly. They want to try to re-clear this and maybe even
माय बैड मेरा इंटरनेट जीजी है ना देखो
30 seconds though.
इशू हो रहा है तो मेरा भी इशू हो रहा है गाइस प्लीज आई एम
Have to
सॉरी
start sprinting pretty damn soon, but maybe just a forward check.
अरे ब्राउजर काम नहीं कर रहा.
Devi looking for the shots, and he cannot line them up. Jing. Get off screen.
मेरा
It's
इंटरनेट
another
खत्म हो
pistol
गया
for
क्या?
KC, who are now up by 3.
Yeah, again, it's just so slow here off the rip from PRX that KC has tons of time to get their pieces into place. Even though, you know, PRX's individual skill is able to fight back enough to get them into that 2v2. Jing was so weak already. Time was working against them, and that allowed Sugetsu to
रोड
reposition.
नहीं, स्कूल
Sure,
कैंपस
what happened there?
है मेरा. अच्छा स्कूल कैंपस है.
Something just stuck out there, maybe some util.
अभी सही चल रहा है. अगर मैं फुल स्क्रीन कर रहा हूँ तब दीजिए हो रहा है
Sees
क्या?
or something got players from PRX caught up. Now for some sprays, but it's only going to be Jing who takes any damage. So for PRX there, not too shabby. Oh, something drifting back. Uses that refract just to get a little bit of info about what's going on in the B site. I think I try and challenge maybe a different part of the map. Prowler here doesn't confirm.
They want to go for a bit of a market split, but DOS9 able to offer up quite a bit of.
नहीं यार मेरा नेटवर्क दीजिए गाइस. आई एम सॉरी. अरे यार क्या हो रहा है मेरे नेटवर्क को. पुराना फ्रेंड वापस आ गया गाइस.
Damage, but still suffers a hell of a lot in kind.
थोड़ा
4 HP
लेट ही
remaining
देख
on
रहे
this
हैं. ठीक है,
helmet.
जब ठीक हो जाएगा तब शायद से कोई इश्यूज नहीं
Going for
होंगे.
the full push up now through up into this smoke, and Aves with that stinger, ready to greet them. Paranoid.
क्या हो रहा है?
Oh, something one direction, another's going to push out at the same time, and that's so hard to react to as KC.
भाई मेरा
Aves there for PRX, and KC has to be kicking themselves. Had a great opportunity to maybe put this map to a really difficult place, but Aves just says, okay,
फुल स्क्रीन कर रहा हूँ तभी चीजें हो रहा है.
fine.
Are we just
Here we
pendulum
go.
swinging this? Here we go. Thrifty into Thrifty. Aves can find another. Then he has. It absolutely can happen. Something now going to be isolated. The swing coming through. He cannot line it up. And my God, what a reply. KC looking to get themselves up to 9. 2 players down to 30 health. The weapons not been recollected here. DOS9 is going to be eating that stun. Knows exactly where Forsaken is. Shock Dart, they are heavily convinced about this, and yeah, they've got him down low. Shock Dart,
अरे यार इधर मेरा नेटवर्क इशू हो रहा है. रुको.
That is an interesting smoke to set up there, Forsaken.
I'll just have to make him walk through, walk out of it. The shots ringing out, and Forsaken just dialed in on the
Nice
angle,
one.
gets
Nice
himself to 3K to save this round.
हमारे नेटवर्क इशू हो रहा है. हेलो हेलो.
PRX now 1 away from tying it up.
It is so amazing to
There.
yeah, enemy's like, nah, I know you're there. And then not only does he get that, he predicts that he's going to leave when he does. I mean, crazy good stuff. Forsaken as well, brilliantly played there individually.
7-8, 7-8, 7-8.
Absolutely a difference maker. That's going to keep things very much alive here for PRX. Something going to have that operator as well. So let's see if he can match a little bit of what Narrate was showing us with the chamber. over on the other side. Doesn't have the funds to get into it yet himself.
One away from a showstopper is Jing. It's Devi taking this contact fight outside of market in mid, and he will get overwhelmed. Sugetsu the one to collect it. It's Forsaken now going to be spotted, just trying to set up this wall as they go for a faster hit onto the A site. Gonna get slowed down. Trademark on the one side. Boombot still having to clear through alley. Jing's gonna go up and over. Ends up getting slowed, but over. Ends up getting slowed, but having to backpedal, having to run away to save this weapon. The op will be carried over, and PRX will tie it up 8-8.
Envy. That's definitely a Envy round. No doubt about it. Getting that first kill up onto the player on the box at
मेरा
backside.
जीजी हो रहा है, मेरा जीजी हो रहा है, तुम्हारा नहीं हो
That
रहा.
was really instrumental, making sure that that retake could never really formulate. There just wasn't any.
मैंने लो कर दिया, मैं
legs to it after
720 पे
that.
देख
It
रहा
felt
हूँ.
like
I don't know
KC
क्यों
just
हो
was
रहा है ये.
trying to individually make a play here and there to cut
और बताओ.
things down, and PRX holding the line quite nice. I mean, there's nothing Devi can do there. That's a really tricky spot to be in. Maybe if he had kind of held that angle just a half second longer initially when he was looking through the market door, he might have gotten one, but
मेरे भी उससे दूसरी उसमें
tough
जाकर
spot
आए.
to be in. Good read by
तो
KC
फिर
initially
इंटरनेट
there
का
to get
इशू
that
है.
man
मैं
advantage.
क्या ही कर सकता हूँ बताओ.
But
मैंने इसलिए लो कर दिया, लो क्वालिटी कर दिया.
further
720
as
पे
that
देखता
one
हूँ
went
मैं.
on, PRX individually took the round over. Boombot to make sure that Jing can get more, and oh boy.
Sugetsu, yeah.
Bye
It's
bye,
just
Ramu.
a death squad on the other side.
नहीं कर रही, क्या खा रहे हो?
Fade away shot there from Levin. He wants to go in for a little bit more. 2 bullets remaining here in the cylinder, and he can't quite line
Nice
it
one.
up. Jing finds DOS9 behind him, then cleans up the neon. This thrifty attempt not getting nearly as close here for KC, at least not at the moment. As Jing, he might have just activated. Was down at the bottom of the standings, and now is slingshotting his way up towards the top. Nothing more for Narrate to do.
Well, you especially don't want to give Jing another ult charge. He's nearly to another
आज
showstopper.
चावल मछली खा लिया
That's
तो.
why he's the one sprinting.
You
on the
become a
prowl,
Bengali, bro.
Looking for this chamber. Taken not too far off as well. In the end, it doesn't seem likely that they will be able to find him.
Achhi.
PRX will find themselves back
Achhi
in
kha
a
rahe.
one-round lead.
Bengali हो ये क्या? Bengali,
Get to
Bengali.
him potentially.
Is it?
A chance.
Ah, nice.
Check
Fight
him out.
gone, so 5 seconds remaining. Have to just rush at him. They're going to try to do so, but won't be able to find him in the end. So Narrate will be able to carry that Phantom over into the next. One away from a tour de force for himself, but PRX very much finding their footing so far on this attacker side.
That I have to imagine
Look,
is a
अभी
good
ना
opportunity
बहुत
for a
ज़्यादा-
timeout because
ना,
both teams are going to be
साढ़े
having
आठ
some
बजे
big
रहे.
ults coming into this
अच्छी
next
बात है
round.
यार, जल्दी जल्दी
Reckoning
डिनर.
Hunter's Fury for PRX.
First time. Oh my god.
Plus Levin's
Nice.
overdrive. So certainly here,
चलो टाइम आउट.
Zeiss wants to talk about this a little bit and
9-8 है. ठीक
make
है.
sure that
अभी
they
इस
get some
round
value
पे
here because it's a pivotal round in this
तुम अगर
map.
देखो,
You win this one,
इनके पास
as
बाय
KC
नहीं है.
right back into
3
it.
जन के
Got a
पास बाय
really
नहीं है.
good chance
चावल के साथ.
keep
अच्छा
things
चावल के
at
साथ.
least very close. But if
वो तो हम
PRX
खाते हैं चावल का. मतलब अभी तो नहीं खाता मैं. पहले खाता था. मतलब बंगालीज लोग खाते रहे.
I mean, I'm just moderately shocked that we haven't seen a timeout call from Alex after some of the
कैसे जीतेगा तुम?
wild things that PRX have
Why not
done
PRX,
that
bro?
costed them rounds, particularly in that first half.
Why not PRX?
Well, he's decided to just keep it tabled for now. Holds both timeouts in his back pocket, has gotten both out of Carmine Corp.
Could be the old Termy strategy of they need to figure it out themselves.
To be passed over into Devi's hands, as it looks like something likely going to be needed for the entry.
Yeah, I like this. Devi usually really sturdy on this map with the operator.
So it's going to be a very quick hit, the reckoning out. Naves just there behind this wall, still able to survive.
Nice
Now, Levin's going to be
shot.
punished as Jing is able to find that kill. Hunter's Fury going to be sent through as well.
ये
As
इसका
Envy
नाम
will take
अच्छी
down
नहीं
Naves.
है.
All right, with a quick peek in towards Talios.
क्यों?
is able to
उसकी
finish
जर्सी
the
तो
one
अच्छी
kill,
है.
but
तुम्हें तो
has to
पसंद
try
आया
to
था उसकी
escape, but
जर्सी.
he cannot. Devi with the up, able to strike. And now the players from KC split worlds apart. Getsu just watching here in market. Divide
केसी का नाम क्या है?
quite ready on this
मगर
approach.
केसी बोलना है, केसी बंगाली में गाली होता है, मतलब गाली का शॉर्ट फॉर्म होता है वो।
Viper tries to swing
ठीक
out.
है, so yeah.
Find the timing of his own, but
मेरे को
Forsaken
बोलना नहीं था,
will
but yeah.
deny. The 2 kills going to be found. The
गंदी
operator can be
केसी
recovered.
चीज से।
PRX now.
स्ट्रीम की वॉइस लो करो। मेरी वॉइस लो करो, स्ट्रीम की वॉइस।
Okay, now the timeout doesn't really come to fruition here for KC.
थैंक यू।
Just don't
बोलने के
quite
लिए।
have the right answers to that initial alt dump over at A into the pivot from PRX when they realize that it's a little bit too congested over on that side of the map, and they make a nice move. And Devi, again, Johnny on the spot with that operator. Going to have it for this round. The good news here is KC got the tour de force.
कल हम फिर से दोपहर को आएंगे, ठीक है? दोपहर को कल मैच है जी का।
Armors, you got a full buy with weapons. So you can still bring a lot of weaponry to bear.
Drone sent, walls up, showstoppers out. PRX looking to try to make
भाई
this one
जीन
a
के
very
पास
pacey
कितना
hit.
अर्ट्स आएंगे?
As
आपका
Raid
नॉइज
able to escape the showstopper,
सरप्राइज हो रहा है।
and not going to be able to
अच्छा,
collect any
अच्छा।
eliminations.
अभी सही है ना?
Saturate, however, keeps him contained.
अभी all
into the
good.
corner. Now the
All-
pit's going to be
all-
invested as well. Something able to find the first as Levin will fall. The skirt forward. Narrate up close and personal. Quick scopes in. Finds something for an elimination.
अभी
They still
सही है ना
have
सब
to find
कुछ?
their way forward into this pit. And KC just don't have the right tools to try to breach this position. They're going to have to brute force it. This DOS9, he's going to find both over in market. Now a 2v4, the spam through Narrate, fishing for anything that he can get. It's a smattering of damage found onto Invi. TP forward, quickly cancel Divine now for the reposition, but Invi to peel back some of the pressure.
भाई 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 भाई
Have taken down a Defy. Finds all three.
Bro,
to close
what?
out the round and get PRX up to 11.
Bro, what?
I saw the evil cackle from Devi there on that one. He just absolutely saved that
You know,
round for
मेरी note
PRX because what a moment for
गुम गई।
DOS9. I thought
अरे
they swing on it
क्यों?
on a timing.
कैसे?
This is exactly how you draw it up as Jing and Forsaken. They play this fine. They just can't hit their shots, and DOS9 does. And then Devi, through the wall there.
Now, even with the pit on their side, a 2v4, still damn impressive.
कैसे भाई?
11 to 8. The buy a bit fractured as the overdrive is going to be coming through, and something left on a bit of an island.
What?
Still finds a headshot. Navas will be able to clean up one, but convergent paths going to be sent out as they look to try to
Thai
reclaim
और
this space.
German
Indeed
currency
made
थी।
the double dash in the back of sight. Jing
Note
held the
के अंदर।
position for the moment, but right now on that arrival from Boba, will be able to shut down the enemy waylay. So player advantage back into the hands of KC.
PRX
so
trying to use
कैसे मिला तुम्हें?
an unexpected aggressive moment there where they're
मम्मी बोल
pinned
रही
back.
उन्होंने कहीं
You've got
पर
the overdrive
रखी
flying at
थी
you. You
पर
get
भूल गई।
nailed by the
बे,
paranoia with a bunch of your players.
ऐसा होता है, मेरे
You're
साथ
able
भी
to
होता है।
trade.
होता था
You
पहले
know, most
बचपन
teams
में।
would take a pause there. PRX is
जब
like,
मैं
no, we're
मम्मी
gonna
को कुछ
try.
रखने के लिए देता था या
KC
फिर मम्मी
very ready for
कहीं
that
से मिलती थी,
reaggression,
मम्मी को कुछ रख देते तो उनको याद नहीं आता था। खासकर जब मैं कुछ
It's like,
रखने देता था।
hello, did he see
I
the
shot.
feet?
He must have done that, or we need to investigate. Either way, or we need to investigate.
या 180p कर रहा हो तो जीजी हो रहा
Or
है।
we need to investigate. Through market in all likelihood.
अरे मैं
Watching the
कलेक्ट
read for
करती
now.
करेंसी।
No shocks,
ओके,
no Hunter's
अच्छा,
Fury.
नाइस डे।
So it's very much relying on the dynamic duo of Forsaken and Jing to try to hold this line.
भाई उन दोनों का पोज ही देखो भाई।
Corner of the gun barrel nearly spotted, but just has
How?
the lead, but Forsaken to the counter swing is able to find
What?
2 kills. On 4, potential 4th. It's going to be a necessary one if he wants to clutch this and take them up to map point. He's considering the reckoning. And will just be sending that to the fuse. Just going to be held. He's got the poison orb. And Forsaken, he cannot get there.
Nah.
He just
Nah.
sticks it all the way to completion.
Nah, nah,
as
nah, nah,
KC
nah, nah, nah,
hit
nah,
the
nah,
clutch
nah,
to
nah.
get a 9th round win.
Oh my God. It is just barely there. But Sugetsu knows that he really has no other choice but trying to stick it adjacent, just some little hesitation.
If anyone should know about sticking the fuses on Sunset, it's Forsaken.
That's true. That's a great read right there. I don't know if they could see the foot, but I thought right there Forsaken had locked it down, and Envy trying to cover the exit, but Sugetsu, that's a big one, and we go again. Signs of life.
Levin again trying to find that aggression here. And this time we'll be able to skirt away unscathed. Sugetsu now Thinking that enough time has passed. Invests the pit, but it's only on the alley side. Still plenty of sight opened up, but obviously
check
in a
in
position
of
to alert.
the of all
Got three
trade
players out in mid,
master
quickly trying
of
to
none.
recollapse and
क्या मारा अच्छा
reflood.
मारा ना?
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of pressure on the
कौन
Forsaken
सा वो
potentially
वाला ना?
here. Do
ना
anything too crazy.
The thing,
Harbor Wall kind
see,
of gives away that he was lingering in the back, but moving forward to group up.
bro, what is
I
this
think the
for?
timing on this hit.
Oh, and he's just watching. He's
What?
waiting for that raise to come bounding up
ठीक
over the top,
है.
but instead it's going to be something. Just push
चलो
forward,
उनको
able to
पता
find
चल
that
गया
kill,
कि
but
फ्लैंक आ रहा है. ठीक है, 3 फ्लैंक आ रहे हैं. ठीक है. So they knows, right?
and getting slotted in. Dubai trying to play him
तो
in,
सब
bait
सब
him
पिक नहीं
forward,
देंगे.
lost something.
रेज का
Clearing the
पोजी
hog, but as he turns to the side, he ends up getting down Dubai.
never mind.
Able to find DOS 9. Still a 3v3.
पिटी वाला
but never
देख लिया रे.
mind, it is a 1v3 as Levin quickly cleans up 2 kills. Jing now isolated.
Nah,
Cannot find the
NT.
spray. The rate will take him down. The
NT.
defuse to come through.
उधर से सिटी से आ गया ना. सिटी से आ गया ना. वो दिक्कत दे दिया उसने.
Yeah, it's just
सिटी
that
वाले ने
little
दिक्कत दे
bit
दिया
of
और कुछ
extra
नहीं.
timing there from KC, where they're just fast enough to the punch. I mean, Forsaken gets into a position where he's trying to hold that. Yeah, it's just that little bit of extra timing there. That cost him his life, then something dealt with by the recon, and even though there's some punch back from PRX, it's Levin again, who strikes when they need him. He's up to 18 on the
11-10.
map. Narrate was 17.
अबे
Those
शायद
two
से
leading the charge, and there we go.
नहीं. बाय है, बाय है.
Alex has said,
Bye है.
okay, all right. Maybe now I'll get in here and talk to them a bit.
इनका भाई नहीं है. किसी
Still
का भाई
a good
नहीं
amount of
है.
money to work with.
मैं ही देवी का आशीर्वाद है कि शीश
An
के
easy
साथ.
round out of
Nah.
PRX. And again, I mean, we did just see the, the thrifty after the pistol loss. None of them were really that easy.
आशीर्वाद तो मुझे
Well,
दे
I
दो.
like some of the stuff that we've been seeing from KC eventually post their last time out, where they're really contesting that
ताकि
B
मैं
main
कुछ
orb
कर
to
पाऊँ
make
अपनी
sure that
जिंदगी
Jing
में.
can't be funneling these showstoppers every other round. Like, they have to be a little bit more aggressive. They have to keep that PRX ult
और
economy cycle
बताओ
off
क्या
their
कर रहे हो तुम
game.
अभी?
So we've seen them take a couple rounds in a row where they've sent that neon forward to claim that space and at least challenge PRX for it, make them reconsider it. And they've been so
आपको
quick to get
बहुत
back into position.
जल्दी वो मिलेगी.
So much of
वो क्या
What
मिलेगी? वो
KC is
क्या?
able to do here on
वो क्या
Sunset
मिलेगी?
flows through Levin.
क्या चीज मिलेगी मुझको?
This is timeout going to be enough. The conversion so
क्या
far
सैचल मारा
hasn't been
देखा?
fantastic, but right, just going to be making a quick exit. Does find some
सैचल
damage
मारा
on the
देखा क्या?
chin.
मस्त एकदम.
Like the response. A little bit of aggression now from PRX to take some space of their own.
Forsaken is
lot of
making
noise.
noise. Levin hearing all of this. Just
यार
begging
एंड
for him
तक
to come
3
peeking.
के प्लस सब्स हो जाएंगे देखना.
Take it with
3
his
के
time to
प्लस
make
सब्स हो
the
जाएंगे
play.
देखना. Let me just
Give him that chance. Meanwhile,
let
ball
me just
falling
pin your
away. Still able to find that
screenshot your
kill.
comment.
Something taken down. Meanwhile, Envy going to be overwhelmed.
Okay, thank you.
Boss 9 cleans it up.
Okay,
Now it's a
success.
3v5. Forsaken
ऐसा
still
success
convinced
मिलेगी
Levin
मुझे.
has not left his position, and he would be
Okay.
right for that.
बहुत जल्दी कब मिलेगी?
It's back one to try
वही
to
तो.
give them a chance. Left scratching their heads, wondering where the hell is going to be the best place to try to take this spot.
दोनों एक साथ जाएंगे देखना.
Oh, God.
देखा देखा देखा
It's
देखा देखा
Forsaken.
देखा. मैंने बोला था दोनों एक
Bit
साथ
of rough
जाएंगे.
timing there. Sugetsu able to find it
क्या
now.
बोला वाला मैंने?
Another 2v4 would be necessary for PRX to try to take this up
चलो इसी
to
बात से
map point.
फटफट
That was
membership
really
लो.
nice timing from KC. They knew
जल्दी से
exactly how long
membership
it would
लो.
take him.
Avaz looking for Jing. Puts him down a little bit lower, 30 HP. Just out of range of being wall banged, but it's still going to be caught. Dawson able to find it, and Devi can't even pull the trigger. Narrate
11-11.
so damn fast with it. As KC tied up 11-11.
And now we're getting to the point where PRX's economy suffering a bit.
सबर
So his next round,
करो
so
बच्चा.
important here in this map.
बच्चा.
I mean, you have enough, but
सबर ही तो नहीं होता ना दोस्त.
for the buy and could have had the knockout blow.
अरे
There.
हाँ हाँ
Did
हाँ.
nicely. Just nobody on PRX really reading the
थोड़े
map
दिन
right
बाद
now.
अच्छा.
These
Viper works in
multi-man
every map.
pushes, isolated players
In
getting caught.
pro plays. हाँ
KC
not.
really
तुम अगर
making some nice
Viper
reads,
को
and
अच्छी
it's
तरीके
got
से खेल दो सारे मैप पे
a
काम
ton
करेगा.
of energy back into them.
As Omen, right?
They have that
Omen भी
nice
सारे
ball
मैप पे
there.
अच्छा
One away
खेल
from a
सकेगा
Hunter's
तो.
Fury for Envy. It's going to be the closest ult for Paper X in this
क्यों
cycle.
वाइपर का वो है, वाइपर की जो एबिलिटीज है वो डैमेज करती है एनिमीज
Gets
को,
just gonna go backing away.
राइट?
Still this three-player lean, Forsaken with the spike. Solo at the moment. Looking for this peak, and Narake gets a little antsy, sends out those shots. Makes his exit with the rendezvous.
I going to be put into a tough position. See if they can get this execute to go. Clear the drone. You know Narrate's back there.
वॉल देखो
Fast forward
भाई,
into the copy the wall, getting set up some shots out there.
इधर दिया रहा हंटर
11
फ्यूरी।
rerouting him as Hunter's Fury through. Will get the tag on a one, but cannot find that
नहीं
elimination in the
हुआ।
end. Nightfall now going to be going out of Sugetsu quickly. Scales
न्यू
in
गेम
behind this.
विन, न्यू गेम
All
डाउनलोड
Paper X
करना
have
पड़ेगा
evacuated
ना।
the site, but something still here at Market is able to find the
मैंने वो
burst.
गेम डिलीट कर
Sugetsu
दिया,
gets
मेरे को
taken
समझ में नहीं
down.
आया,
A little bit of ring around the
एंड
road
लैग
there,
भी
the
हो
Lord
रहा
comes
था।
out on top of, cleans up a kill onto something. His shock darts
मेरे को
gonna be
स्टोरी
sent
मोड
in
गेम
from India,
खेलना है।
tried to delay, but he is tagged down low. His 8 HP remaining, but Divide refills the space from Market, finds the kill. 11 dead, Dust 9 now having to do it all. He cannot find it. Ching
भाई एनवी 8 HP था भाई,
Oh, this is a nifty little idea from
और
Paper
उसको
X
मार देता ना तो
to have
जीजी
an
था।
extra little layer there. They're able to get something tucked into Market. He strikes. There's so much attention on site behind that Nightfall from KC. They just kind of
ओटी नहीं जाना
tunnel
चाहिए
vision
प्लीज
in
यार,
that
टाइम वेस्ट
direction.
होता है ओटी में, प्लीज यार। क्या हो रहा है अंकल
A
जी?
little bit of a
वॉइस में दिक्कत हो रहा है?
in-ear issue there. Sugetsu
यार में इशू हो रहा है।
maybe having a quick issue with the headset.
अरे यार
Having to get that checked
वो
out.
अकाउंट पर नहीं मिला कुछ।
You know, the nightfall effects lingering on past the round.
कौन सा अकाउंट पे?
It's the next big thing in gaming.
अच्छा तुमने जो शेयर किया था, जो रील शेयर किया था मुझे, वो मैंने देखा नहीं बेसिकली,
Now,
सच बताओ तो।
to get this rectified quickly, but KC, they're going to have to get this done in overtime. It's all very extended one, I believe, over on the other stream between Vitality. Taking that one, I actually don't even know where that went.
I mean, they're still on stage. I have no idea.
मैंने जो भेजी थी, हाँ समझ गया मैं, देखा नहीं वो।
At the moment.
देखो यार मैं बोला ना, मैं
Pretty decent.
इंस्टा ऑन नहीं करता ज्यादा।
Wow.
क्या होगा रे तेरा?
Oh, you got two
करता
tight
क्या
teams
है
there
सारे दिन? मैं
on
इंस्टा
that
ऑन नहीं
stage, so
करता।
really to be
Sorry.
unexpected.
That one I knew was going to be a long series.
बहुत रेयरली ऑन
All right, this
करता
one
हूँ।
absolutely
By the way
could be as
guys, by the way
well.
guys,
Shards here able to close
just
this out on
saying,
Sunset.
मुझे
That's
मुझे
some
स्टॉक
really
किया
nice
जा
rounds,
रहा
some
है
really good reads.
फेक अकाउंट से। जस्ट सेइंग,
Individually, some
जस्ट सेइंग, आई डोंट नो हु, बट
moments from the
मैं जो
likes of
स्टोरीज
London
डालता
Mary.
हूँ ना, उधर मैंने कुछ न्यू आईडीज देखे, तीन आई गेस, या तीन आई गेस न्यू आईडीज देखे मैंने। एज लाइक मेरे फॉलोअर्स लिस्ट में भी नहीं है, और ऐसा नहीं कि उनके आईडीज मेरे फॉलोअर के कोई किसी भी फॉलोअर के लिस्ट में है।
multi-kill rounds.
ठीक है, तो आई डोंट नो, इट्स नॉट अ बॉट अकाउंट दो, राइट? मुझे स्टॉक किया जा रहा है गाइस।
Pink and blue and purple.
हाँ इट इज, मैंने देखा उधर
But
3 आईडी ऐसी हैं
this one
जो
doesn't
मेरे
seem
फॉलोअर्स के भी
too
फॉलोअर्स लिस्ट में नहीं, मेरे फॉलोइंग के
They're just
फॉलोअर्स
gonna
लिस्ट
try
में भी नहीं है,
swapping
तो
his
कौन है
device
वो
there.
लोग? और मेरे फॉलोअर्स भी
Yeah.
नहीं है, कौन है वो लोग?
sound issue taken care of.
Unplug it, plug it back in again.
Yeah,
Power cycle,
yeah.
all that good stuff.
The classic.
यूजर नेम उनके आईडीज प्राइवेट है और न्यू आईडीज है बेसिकली, इट्स नॉट अ ओल्ड आईडी, न्यू आईडीज है विदाउट प्रोफाइल पिक्चर एंड ऑल।
Yeah.
C4, etc.
You had to.
They got the cartridge, blow on it a little bit,
Yep.
try to clear the dust. Now we're hitting the point where physical media is just going to be completely dead. What a fun time!
ओटी नहीं जाना
we
चाहिए
live
प्लीज, ओटी नहीं जाना चाहिए। तुम थर्ड मैप तक लेके जाओ तो भी चलेगा, मेरे को ओटी नहीं जाना चाहिए। आई डोंट थिंक सो थर्ड मैप जाएगा ये।
I do
still
miss
have
the
an archive?
cartridges. Do I still have a what?
Like an archive of all your old games.
आई
you
एम
have
डन
them
विद
back in the
दिस
crates.
वर्ल्ड, वो तो मैं ही
they're
थी।
at my friend's
व्हाट?
house, but yeah, I have them. Still have a bunch of
अच्छा
PS1 games.
अच्छा,
Those like
Got my Genesis.
I
I still
have an
have an
original
Atari.
Nintendo. Yeah.
It's either 2600 or
2600?
5200.
Oh really? Okay.
Still have one of those. A couple different games.
That is.
एक बंदा
even
मेरे को
older than
मैसेज
I
करके
am, so
बोल रहा है,
all those
अच्छा
out.
चलो कोई ना, ऐसे कुछ वापस
I'm
हो
not
तो
that old.
Well, when I was a
याद
kid,
करना।
I had to have 2 Nintendos because
बाय द वे रीच इमोर्टल लास्ट एक्ट दिस एक्ट असेंडेंट स्ट्रीम पे तो नहीं आता है।
worked, and then I thought I could put it back together because I'm 7 and stupid.
अच्छा तुम थे क्या वो?
And nothing's really changed
स्टॉकर मिल गया
over
गाइस,
the-
एक स्टॉकर चैट पे है.
34 years. Still stupid.
माई जी स्टॉक भी.
Maybe a little bit wiser. But it looks like we are ready to go back into the action here. So enough of us yapping about yesteryear.
Back in a flash.
See if KC can try to take this into overtime. Prowler to be cleared, the spam to connect, something. Work down to 76 health.
Gets a showstopper.
फ्रेंड से अकाउंट ली थी, एक सेकंड ली थी मैंने चलाने. अच्छा हाँ, लेकिन दो और थे या फिर इफ आई नॉट रॉन्ग दो और थे, तो उसका पता नहीं है.
Showstopper sent.
मैं स्टॉक कैसे हुआ? मैं तो ऐसे ही बोला, मजाक कर रहा हूँ. चिल करो.
Lets them know where the showstopper is going to be coming from.
चिल करो, मजाक कर रहा हूँ, मजाक.
Just out of range of that. But they're going to try to fight this one forward. It looks like Reckoning going to be set. And DOS9, he's just trying to TP past it, not anticipating this forward layer from PRX. He offers himself a
What?
platter as Jack.
What?
He's able to find himself a third, now the fourth.
अरे हेलो जिंग भाई,
To close out
कुछ
this
भी
match.
मार रहा है ये बंदा.
Having to do it all. Finds the first, but needs so much more.
अरे भाई वॉल था उधर.
Shuts him down. 13 to 11.
नहीं एक सेकंड, उधर तो वॉल था
They come out on top here on
और उसने दो मारा, दो
Certainly looked a little uncomfortable for
What?
PRX though.
ना एक पहला वाला मान के चलो कि ऐसे ही मार दिया, ठीक है, लग गया वो प्रेडिक्ट किया कि उधर ही होगा, उधर ही मार दिया. सेकंड वाला भी कैसे लगा? कुछ भी.
PRX just a little
X
bit too
भाई,
deep in the long run on that attack
X कर रहे हैं, X.
Some of those alt cycles catching in favorable moments and able to get lots of value out of it for PRX.
And now we get ready to go to
चलो
Fracture as
एक मैच हो
PRX
गया.
try to keep themselves alive here at EWC 2026. Carmine Corp, the ones on the chopping block, need to be able to turn this around, get that reverse sweep if they want to be performing in front of the French crowd. But for now, we'll go ahead, give the players a break, and pass things back over to the analyst desk to break down all of the wild action from Sunset.
We've had so many chances for overtime, and it has been taken. Not the case here as PRX shut the door on the comeback by KC. It was a valiant attempt by the blue wall, but they fall short on their map pick of Sunset, and I think that's going to spell very difficult.
नेक्स्ट मैच कौन सा है? नेक्स्ट मैप कौन सा है? रुको.
Damn soon, but maybe just a forward check. And to tuck back over
Fracture.
to A.
I mean, I think
Okay. Next
World
map
Cup
is
because the guns
Fracture.
come alive, the plays come alive.
छी,
It's just
मोटे
a bit
लोगों
too
की
much here for
टीम
KC.
जीत गई. मोटे लोगों की टीम, मोटे लोगों की टीम. Who is मोटा? मेरा ब्राउजर क्रश कर गया, वो अलग बात है. मेरा ब्राउजर क्रश कर चुका है. अरे यार.
Especially on that second half, Jing was absolutely amazing. But for the side of KC, so many cool things that we saw throughout that match. Against PRX, that is something that not many people can see. But when we looked at PRX, man, they were stressed.
2 player है, 2 player मोटे, मोटे कहाँ से है? हेलो.
They were really, really strong.
What?
No celebration after winning rounds.
Yeah, very much. I think for me, I was impressed by KC, and I was definitely a little bit
हाँ, मोटे कहाँ से हो लोग?
in this first half for sure. Yes, it was 7-5, but it felt like they were only really
कुछ भी हाँ.
winning on their set pieces. That
है,
was where they
नहीं
were
है.
best down middle. Those aggressive W game
You are
plays that they
wrong.
were known for, but I thought they were struggling in a macro aspect. Then we move across onto that second half. The attacker side is where they really begin to show their true form and light it up. KC fall away a little bit there. They put in a good shift. 13 to 11 is very, very respectable against one of the top teams in the world, but they don't manage.
कल तो जी ही जीतेगी, कल जी जीतेगी. कल जी के साथ किसका मैच है? रुको.
If you're KC.
But one thing that has happened a lot here at EWC is your map pick, you win on the other team's map pick. We've seen that happen.
Valorant.
Way more than it should.
Yeah, again. But I think this one's a bit different with Sunset.
कल जी के साथ एजी. अच्छा, एजी का ऑल गेमर्स का मैच है. कब है? 4 बजे, 4:30 बजे है. दोपहर को है कल. दोपहर को मैच है ये वाला. अगर तुम्हें दिख रहा होगा तो.
preparation into here. I mean, it's not like PaperX didn't know
नहीं
how to
जीता
play
तो
this.
माही
They were brilliant on it.
वेटिंग से
Gavai was had a couple of rounds
रिटायरमेंट
like
ले
Eve, for
लूंगी।
example, in the
कौन सा
previous game
वेटिंग?
that made absolutely
पैसे मिलते हैं
no
तुम्हें वेटिंग के?
sense. So many of them, as we said, very small back from the performance that he had against NRG, because he had a couple of maps that did not look good.
Yeah, very much so. I think, you know, when we talk about this Paper Rex team, you talk about how stacked it is across the board. It really does feel like
मेरे को ये वाला बताओ, ये देखो ये देखो ये देखो।
any one of them can win the game. So
वो उसका पहले वाला दिखाया नहीं गंदा लोग।
100%. They're a roster that's talented
जो चिम्बर को मारा था।
you know that there's star power elsewhere, but it does feel like they need everybody here in this tournament to start converting. They are in that lower bracket, and that was a very, very close map one against heavy underdogs of Carmen Corp.
Things are not going to get easy for the second map on Fracture, as Paper Thing was saying, and of course, if we know KC, it's not going to get easy. But I liked also seeing Levin, as I said before, coming into the map. To me, it's important that when we go back to EMEA, he has the confidence that he needs to prosper and to be good at other duelists. Last year, BBL ended up putting him in a jet because they didn't know how to make it work. Like, you have a kid that has so much talent, but you cannot exploit it. And now I really feel like I'm getting to that Levin is growing in him, you know?
Yeah, again, stood toe to toe here with PaperX, one of the best in the world to do it. And I think going back to your point of PaperX being more muted and stressed, I agree they were stressed, but even in the winning round, it was like, this is what we do, you know? We have to win these rounds because, you know, our aspirations aren't just making it out of
It's
group
like Argentina
to win it
versus
all.
Cape Verde last night.
क्या हो रहा है? क्या हुआ?
Our
कुछ नहीं हुआ। क्या हो गया?
Let's celebrate that we won, but also we've got bigger things in
हाँ
sight.
क्या हुआ?
What's in
कुछ
sight,
नहीं हुआ।
it will be a short break, but after that,
यही
we'll
होगा।
have map number 2 of this matchup, KC versus PaperX. Don't go anywhere. You're watching EWC 2020.
ऐड आ रहा है, ऐड है, ऐड दे रहा है गाइस। ये देखो।
Door goes down, door goes up.
बाय द वे वो मेरी स्कूल थी। स्कूल थी।
Door goes up, door goes down, door goes up, door goes down. Oh shit.
एड्स में मेरे को कॉपीराइट आता है तो इसलिए मैंने बंद कर दिया। स्कूल थी जिसको अपने रोड बोला था, तो मेरे को रोड ही दिखा ना। स्कूल तो बाजू में था, मतलब बाजू में था, तो स्कूल में मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया। एक और बार चेक करो फिर। एक और बार चेक करो। Who is Yoru? Yoru कौन है? Yoru ऑन इंस्टा। वो मेरे को मैसेज करता है मेरे उसमें, उसने बोला था। वो इज इट बस। अच्छा रुको रुको, लेट मी चेक यू अगेन, लेट मी चेक दैट। अच्छे से देखूंगा इस बार। क्या नाम था? वेलवेट, राइट? व्हाई इट्स वेलवेट तो? अच्छा लेफ्ट वाली तुम्हारी स्कूल है। सिल्की रोड ऐसी होती है गाइस। ये तुम कहाँ से हो वैसे? वो नाइस रे। पूरा फोटो, सारे फोटोज नहीं देखे मैंने, अभी देख रहा मैं। दिस इज योर स्कूल। नाइस। कौन सी स्कूल है ये? स्कूल का नाम क्या है? कहाँ से हो तुम बस? वेर आर यू फ्रॉम? वेर आर यू फ्रॉम? नहीं बताऊंगी। आर यू श्योर? तुम मेरे को नहीं बताओगे? और मेरे को ढूंढने में टाइम भी नहीं लगेगा. जस्ट सेइंग मजाक कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Work so brilliantly, I will say. I think KC have their work.
बोलो कहाँ से हो तुम? Are you from Hyderabad? स्कूल का नेम दिख नहीं रहा ठीक से. स्कूल का नेम दिख नहीं रहा ठीक से. ठीक से दिख नहीं रहा. ठीक से दिख नहीं रहा स्कूल का नेम. नॉट गोना लाई, ठीक से दिख नहीं रहा स्कूल का नेम.
You know, and that's going to be tough just given all the different entryways, all the different calls that can happen here with a team like PRX.
North India.
In their setup. And when I'm thinking about the tournament as a whole,
North India.
I feel like these two teams are linked because KC was the one that knocked out one of the other tournament favorites, made it to the
ऊपर की तरफ
finals
कौन
last
सी
year.
जगह से?
Fnatic,
आंध्र प्रदेश, अरुणाचल प्रदेश.
yeah, and now PRX are going to knock out the team that knocked out Fnatic before even
और
if they get that
where like
as they are so favored to do given the recent history.
But the thing is, I will say,
नॉर्थ ही तो है ना वो. नॉर्थ की साइड ही तो है, राइट? इफ आई नॉट रॉन्ग.
you know, we see BPL lose map 1 and we go, well, the, you know, split should really go not their way, but they turn it around with a
अरे नहीं.
Dominant.
तो
That's the thing about Valorant is who shows up in the server. We can waffle on all we want about how this looks like on paper. KC know that they're big underdogs in this series. They know that
दिल्ली के बाजू में, राइट?
on that server, but it's all about the fight. It's
दिल्ली के
all about
बाजू में.
the underdog in the fight.
You know
Is
what?
that right?
Let's
प्योर नॉर्थ इंडियन स्टेट. प्योर नॉर्थ इंडियन स्टेट.
do that. Let's do that. Let's forget about what we thought on paper, right? What have we
नॉर्थ इंडियन बोला ना, नॉर्थ ईस्ट नहीं बोला, राइट तुमने?
For the side of PaperX, I think it's easy because it's
नॉर्थ
PaperX,
की
but
साइड कौन से होंगे? कौन से?
to see that Forsaken is back on board, that everybody found their
दिल्ली से थोड़ा नीचे. दिल्ली से नीचे. देखो मैं बहुत ज्यादा वो था, ठीक है, अच्छा स्टूडेंट था लाइक जियोग्राफी में. तो मेरे को इंडिया के मैप्स याद है, बट मेरे को अभी याद नहीं आ रहे हैं. वो अलग बात है. अच्छे टाइम पे याद नहीं आते हैं. और मेरा इधर नेट गया. जी
You already know you're gonna lose. It means you can play with freedom. We see these upsets happen time and time again.
It's on
Nothing's
PaperX to
over.
lose. PaperX to lose.
जियोग्राफी तो हलवा है. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे स्टूडेंट था भाई. मेरे को मैप्स के सारे स्टेट्स के कौन सा स्टेट कहाँ पे है सब कुछ याद है थे मुझे. एंड मैं जियोग्राफी में अच्छे स्टूडेंट था बेसिकली. ठीक है. आई एम नॉट अ लाइक वो क्लास के टॉपर. आई एम नॉट अ टॉपर. मैं टॉपर भी नहीं हूँ, बैक बेंचर भी नहीं हूँ, ठीक है. मैं मिड के अराउंड हूँ, ठीक है. द थिंग, मैं कुछ सब्जेक्ट में अच्छा था. राजस्थान. ओ आर यू फ्रॉम राजस्थान? ओ हाँ, तुमने बोला था तो मैंने बोला था पानी की कमी थी क्या उधर. हाँ अब याद है. सॉरी. अब याद है. उस दिन मेरे को तुम मेरे पीछे पड़े हुए थे, तो मैंने उस दिन तुम्हें बोला था कि राजस्थान में पानी की कमी नहीं है ना. यार सब याद आया मुझे. उस दिन तुम मेरा जीजी कर रहे थे जब पहले दिन आए थे उधर. फिर पानी तो इतना है. आई नो राजस्थान में पानी है. आई नो राइट. उधर पुणे में पानी नहीं है, मुंबई में पानी नहीं है, पुणे में पानी नहीं है एकदम, ठीक है. तो वही आई नो राजस्थान में पानी है. मैंने जैसे ऐसे ही बोला था क्योटिक वे में जब तुम मेरे पीछे लगे थे कि आपको तो वो देखती थी जब पहले दिन, याद है पहले जब मिले थे तुम उनके स्ट्रीम पे, राज भाई के स्ट्रीम पे.
So he just has to use that knowledge, use what he's learned today.
And that was the player that I wanted to shout out here. 13 and 21, -8.
चलो फीस गेस करो. स्कूल की फीस यार, लाइक तुम तो सीबीएसई में पढ़ते हो. देखो यार, लाइक मिनिमम
was the one that was
20 के ऊपर तो
even more
होगा
than IGLV as he needs to step up.
50-60 minimum. I don't know. Like 50 in between 50 तो होगा और 50 के ऊपर. I don't know. मेरे को उतना तो वो नहीं है इसमें.
Start the upset, right? They are down one map, and it's their last map before.
वो कुछ भी पब्लिक प्लेस नहीं है सर. स्कूल के रोड्स ग्राउंड लाइब्रेरी एट ऑल. हाँ प्राइवेट में तो होता है
They
ना.
get sent home despite being in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big thing. It will
500
be so
per
sad to not
year?
see this team on stage.
What? What? 50? मेरे को लगा थोड़ा सा ज्यादा होगा. एकदम अच्छा एकदम वो है. ठीक है ऐसे प्लेसेस में तो लाइक कम से कम मतलब 1000 के अराउंड ही होता है ना पर मंथ. 1000 के अराउंड. मेरा स्कूल में 700 समथिंग था इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग.
It's a map they're famously very good on. So the fact it was close does bode well for KC, but I think you made an excellent point where
हर क्लास उसमें हर इसमें
they are the ultimate
यार मैं
they want to be in a
क्लास में
high mood because it
500 बार यार थोड़ा लो नहीं है. मतलब ऐसे जगह से क्या जो तुमने फोटो भेजे मतलब फोटो अपलोड किए हैं वो देख के तो थोड़ा कम हो गया. पर यार 500 ये थोड़ा कम हो गया. बट इट्स गुड. तो अगर कम है तो क्या दिक्कत है. गुड अच्छी बात है. बट अगर हमारे इधर होता ना वो आई गेस 1000 लेते मैक्स टू मैक्स. मतलब थोड़ा ज्यादा लेते हैं 500 से. गवर्नमेंट है ना. आई नो राइट.
The victory will get you out of the groups, but if you lose, you're not going home just yet. So don't get me wrong, same fate.
Like जब मेरा था तब मैंने बोला था मेरा तो गवर्नमेंट ही था. मतलब स्टेट ऑफ कोर्स था. सेंट्रल नहीं था. स्टेट बोर्ड था. तो उधर 700 के राउंड लिए थे. 700 समथिंग. 500 के 700 ऐसा.
Let's say you're KC, you do the impossible, you pull this game back, you sweep PRX, you're on Cloud9, and then you have to go against next.
Luckily, you're not on Cloud9.
नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट के लिए 6K पर में सिंगल चाइल्ड गर्ल चाइल्ड होना. समझा नहीं मैं. नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट्स के लिए 6K में सिंगल गर्ल चाइल्ड होना. व्हाट डू यू मीन कि सिंगल गर्ल चाइल्ड हो इसलिए तुम्हारा कम ले रहा है. नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट मतलब क्या होता है. सब तो स्टूडेंट्स ही है. व्हाट डू यू मीन. ये कैसी बात है.
No, but I
ये कैसी बात.
The real thing is even if KC managed to win this game, they're gonna have to play one of Vitality.
Yeah, but the
or
momentum
energy.
that it has to give you to finally win against PRX. We always
For
say
sure.
that the first time that you play against PRX very difficult. The ones after is not as shocking. This is like the third time that they play against each other. Last time was last year in EWC as well, but 2025. And we're about to jump into Agent Select. If I'm
The
not
parrot
mistaken,
looks crazy
here
though.
for Fracture, we do not expect to see.
अरे
changes,
अलग
I'd
होता
say,
है. I
coming
know
in
अलग
from
होता
this
है.
side of PRX.
बट लाइक
Yeah, I
तुम्हें बोला
mean,
ना
this is
नॉर्मल
the
स्टूडेंट्स
bread
के
and
लिए वो
butter
है.
for
तुम
PRX.
सिंगल
They
चाइल्ड
love
हो
this
मतलब क्या है.
competition. I remember when I first saw
सिंगल
this and I
चाइल्ड हो
shook
इसलिए
my
कम
head
है
and
क्या
rolled my
ऐसा
eyes,
कुछ.
and I said, how dare they be playing
सिंगल
double
चाइल्ड तो
initiates?
कम क्यों
How
ही
dare
लेंगे
they
वो.
be playing Breach? But they've made it look better than any team I've ever seen. On the side of KC, Narrate has locked in that Phoenix. Levin has locked in that Raze. We're still waiting to see the final selections, but it's looking like
गवर्नमेंट का
fairly standard for the meta across
कंपोजिशन करता है. कंपेंसेशन अच्छा कंपेंसेशन करता है. कंपोजिशन बोला मैंने. माय का कंपेंसेशन करता है गर्ल स्टूडेंट्स को. पता नहीं भाई. अभी पता नहीं स्कूल्स के क्या क्या सीन है क्या क्या वो है. खासकर सेंट्रल बोर्ड के पता नहीं मुझे. क्योंकि मैं खुद एक स्टेट बोर्ड वाला स्टूडेंट था. तो यार आई डोंट नो. कॉम्स क्या है. किसी के कॉम्स है साइफर ब्रीम फिनिक्स फेड रेज. PRX के कॉम है केजे ब्रीच ब्रीम 4 सेकंड स्काई
RRQ has already been eliminated from the tournament. PRX, as they always do, are the flag bearers for Pacific. They are one round away from doing it yet again and moving on to the next round. Karmine Corp trying to play in front of their fans, but to do so, they got to get through one of the best teams in the world. It's map number 2. Let's send it back on over to Paperthin and Achilleos.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Fracture. Much to Kakuka's
किस जीतेगा मैं चली सोने तुम सोने नहीं जाओगे जस्ट सिंह तुम कल रात तक उनके स्ट्रीम पे थे जस्ट सिंह मैंने तुम्हें नोटिस किया था
I mean, it's okay to be wrong. They're just wrong.
Either way, we'll get ready to go into
तुम सोने नहीं जाते हो
Couple sheriffs in hand.
झूठ बोलते हो कि सोने जा रहे हो कल भी बोले थे गुड नाइट उसके बाद तुम गए थे
KC first on this defense.
This is such a tough hill to climb here for KC, but if they can, man, the confidence should be sky high because this is a map that
चलो
PRX
मैप
only lost
तो
once this year, and that was in an
कौन जीतेगा
overtime
कैसे जीतेगा बोला ना तुमने चलो देखते हैं
stage 1 in Pacific.
तुम्हारा प्रेडिक्शन पहला मैच का गलत हुआ
Particularly since switching to this comp, pretty strong. Narrate gonna get fault line, has to get the heck out of there.
Backpedal away, but it's gonna be 11 taken down as Forsaken finds the opening kill. Stimby can try to storm them forward. Narrate now falling as well as Devi on that approach from main is able to find the elimination. DOS9 tucked away, smoked off. One tap with that bandit, the jump over the side though, and Forsaken finds him with the classic. Something will get Aves, and suddenly Sugetsu arriving on the scene finds that all of his teammates have been taken down, but he's able to find one. Needs 3 more just like it.
ये जो कैम मतलब जो लोग स्ट्रीमिंग पे है ना उन लोगों का थोड़ा जीजी है कैम स्लो करते हैं इसके कैम में 4 सेकंड क्या कर रहा है बताओ a shot
some 1v1s. Does manage to take down Jing, but Invi will just counter swing, finds that kill, and PRX will take the opening pistol.
Yeah, just a nice little catch. That breach finding value. Who would have thought? Does a nice job finding that early stun to set those 2 players scrambling from KC. The 2 duelists trying to line up and match the initial hit out of Arcade. That allows them to get that spam through for PRX. And then Forsaken, of course, DOS9 is right there and he just throws a flash and jumps through with the right clicks.
वो जो जगह दिखा ना वो जगह में वो था क्या बोलते हैं
Bulldogs. Devi with the Marshal. A quick clear and something already has a kill.
And that push out of Dish going to be punished. Devi. Oh, sees the shoulder.
Devi बोला लेकिन Devi के कैम में केसी वाले क्या कर रहे हैं?
Corner to be able to take him down. Kill found, 11 out. The try is luck, but it's just going to be a shot to the mid drift. Devi with a second, and now all of PRX ready to just go ahead and pile into what they assume is an empty A site, and they would be.
Devi के कैम में केसी वाले क्या कर रहे हैं? वो बताओ मुझे.
So, doing what you can. Aves avoids danger for now.
Right now coming through, and this means that DOS9 in particular, in a bit of a stranded position, doesn't have a sky smoke to try to drop down, keep himself safe on the cross out. Does want for Aves to try to come away with his kill, and now, well, he's going to try his luck at it, but Devi will find the 3rd. Forsaken will run down the enemy fade, and that's going to be a flawless anti-eco for PRX to start things off 2-0.
Okay, smooth sailing for PRX so far. Devi, sharp with a Marshal, good with a sniper. No, he can scoop those up, no problem. Scope's easy, so not much left to say now. Don't want to give over this bonus as KC.
It's a very strong bonus.
It is. Bacon had enough to buy up for another rifle because he only bought a sheriff in the previous. Nobody died. Certainly scary. I want to try to keep some of these orbs that you think maybe PRX is really going to be prioritizing early to try to get Jing those showstoppers right here. A bit risky. So, I'm going to use the paint shells to clear out the trip.
That trip gone, camera still going to be situated there on that entryway, but Jing just blast back his way forward in towards Canteen. He's able to find one as DOS9's going to be taken down to Getsu. Able to find the one as they storm their way forward onto the site, and what an explosion of death in favor of Karmine Corp.
इन्हें कैम्स वो है
All 5 players who get to cleans up 3.
केसी के कैम्स पे PRX वाले क्या कर रहे हैं?
That's a really nice hold from Sugetsu. A little bit of help from some friends. You know, PRX feels like they get that first kill, they get the Trailblazer that identifies what's going on site, and they can make a move, but KC just better in the hold. So it's going to be a big one for KC. Going to keep that economy okay, keep the guns. PRX into a position where there's a little bit more pressure on them economically.
Because something के कम पे KC वाले क्या कर रहे हो बताओ?
Theft online nice and early. All in the tower, no one to play that position, but DOS9 to be isolated on the site for now. Trying to maybe skirt his way over. No, decides to just stay situated here within the smoke and finds the timing on the divide. Something similarly going to be tagged down to 16, and now with that corpse, they're able to find that neural theft reveal, and Forsaken's trying to stay tucked into the corner, but will get taken down. Something around the back now going to be dealt with out from that underpass side. It leaves just Envy and Jing to try to fight their way forward against 3 on KC.
Well, Envy's got the spike. Thinking about maybe changing directions here. Wants to clear a little bit of space. Risky, but
Jing needing to find that second kill. That would have been the thing that makes it feel very doable, but be in his own right still could absolutely.
Envy के कम पे KC वाले क्या कर रहे हैं?
Going to be working
उल्टा कैम लगा दिया इन लोगों ने.
Down in numbers, down in health.
हाँ अब सही हो ना?
Doesn't have an ult. He's going to try to shift things up, go for a reposition.
I'd be hoping that KC had bit that he had gone to A.
Oh, Envy looking to try to take down Aves. He cannot. So tied up 2-2. PRX. Economy getting whittled away at now.
Guys, जो भी देखो लाइक करना स्ट्रीम को. कल 2 likes हुए थे सिर्फ स्ट्रीम पे. Not gonna lie. I was literally shocked. 2 likes.
Because the smokes are all over the place, and KC has been finding really good timings around them to shut down the initial hit. Sugetsu so wily there, and giving over that first blood allows that neural theft to come through, find the second as well, making it a little too easy there. But credit to them, they're very well prepared how to layer those smokes. You've got the Cypher, Showstopper, should be avoided. I mean, KC's done a great job of making sure that they at least don't really take damage to these.
Okay, yeah. Tucked back around the corner. For a second, DOS9 was starting to push that angle. Re-wraps towards that rope side. Meanwhile, approach now coming in. 3 players from Dish. Envy, lone defender here. The top of sight. Sets up the aftershock, tries to buy some time. Plays wall, going to be situated a little bit further forward. Paint shell as well to try to buy some space with a re-approach coming in from that sand side. Envy able to find the one. DOS9 in the right, however, answering back in kind, keeping it to a 3v3. A lockdown available, but not going to be needed. As Divide will clean up 3. Forsaken gets the final. Grabs up a gun. PRX will reestablish a 1-round lead.
There's some good understanding here of KC of how PRX likes to set up these A post plants. You know, they know they're probably going to tuck a player into that corner, so they're throwing a little bit of util Envy's direction, try to make him uncomfortable. And then they know they have to go.
Envy का मान नहीं पाता ना. Literally bro, literally थोड़ा जीजी हो जाता. Envy अगर वो वाला मार नहीं पाता, वो blind था पूरा.
As that lockdown, Envy has a rolling thunder, but a couple ults there. Rate and DOS9 have theirs, but Sugetsu and DOS9 on Bulldogs only. The fun's starting to dwindle.
गाया कौन से स्किन से देखता है आजा. गाया है एक पे, preload है एक पे. Preload is common though. और ये न्यू वाली, इसका नाम भूल गया मैं. क्या नाम था उसका? Black Throne, right?
A non-factor now in this round as the running back's going to be coming through Narrate, trying to find a target. Swings the corner, but Jim will be able to shut that down, but Levin is right there behind him. Gets himself on the board at long last. It's Divide now. Trying to clear down through this underpass.
No.
Absolutely has him screwed.
2v5. It's not possible though, I guess.
Just Forsaken and Envy in a 2v5.
Envy पे buy नहीं है, तब gun नहीं है.
About to find nothing.
Guardian है
angles that they have to try to re-clear. Or they can even consider trying to make a go of this, but in all likelihood, this should just be a save.
Save ना? Save करेंगे.
I mean, again, KC understands the tendencies of PRX and able to really beat them to the punch.
हाँ दिखा तुमने.
They see the breach, and that means that all the other players now rotating back over, but Envy wins that fight, and Raid's going to be taken down, but Forsaken only able to find the one before falling. Via tap of the rope, the Prowler scouting his position, trying to run them forward, gets the dink through the
hit
wall,
लगा था
finish the job.
बॉल में hit लगा था
That stays alive, and KC find parity once again.
I think we might see a timeout. I would maybe consider one here as Alex. You want to talk a little bit about how to work the map a little bit more, how to be a little bit more prepared, because KC's being pretty aggressive themselves. Exactly what you need to be doing on the Fracture Defender side. And they're throwing you a lot of different looks. This time they come from sewers,
क्या कर रहे हो वो भाई तुम क्या कर रहे हो खाना हो गया तुम्हारा
throws the round completely off balance, and then PRX knows that
टाइम
the Phoenix ult is coming, and so they have to just take a pause. But that means that you get a free trade there because you identify where Jing is.
अगर ये मैच PRX हार जाती है
Right
तो
there
next
behind
क्या
Mary.
होगा
Absolutely need to talk this one over a little bit. You want to get a lot more rounds here on this
तो
attacker side.
बाहर हो
for
जाएंगे
sure.
क्या
A lot more rounds, and you also have a
ग्रुप
lot
स्टेज है
of
ना
ultimates.
ग्रुप स्टेज में कैसे बाहर
It's
होंगे
4 online at the moment. Ready to go.
डबल एलिमिनेशन है वैसे
Players overcommitting those.
ग्रुप स्टेज में अगर दो मैच हार जाती है तो
Curious
कैसे
what the
बाहर
buy is going to
हो
look like for PRX.
याद नहीं मुझे
How much money was left? Memory fails me in that regard, but important round.
देखो सिर्फ तो दो गेम्स के चालू हुए ना
Off
MLBB
balance. Yeah, I was going to say, I think they were.
एंड
It's just gonna be
Valorant
some
का
sheriffs,
नेक्स्ट वीक से पूरा
bandit,
EWC चालू होगा सब गेम्स
classic.
4
Forsaken
गेम्स
the only
होंगे
one
नेक्स्ट
with
वीक से
anything really to buy up with.
तो
Just a
सब
partying.
थोड़ा अच्छी चीज है
Kind of brutal for PRX because you would expect that you're going to lose this round, chew through some ult cycles, and then KC's going to be right back into theirs to match yours.
Oh, well, the timing found. Sugetsu tries to go in for that cam. Forsaken swing that corner, Guardian hand, able to find that elimination. Orbital strike will slow down the rest of the players' approach. Meanwhile, in the raid, able to burn Envy to a crisp. Sending out that molly, gets that kill. PRX will be given the site for now. Well, Devi, world away, exploring into B, but even if he calls for the rotations, you still have Levin on this very deep angle. Outlaw in hand. Should be good for it. So something on this swing. Headshot will be confirmed.
हमारा
That's the
हेड
spike
पे
now
पूरा
dropped.
एकदम
Foremost, the DOS9 able to find that kill. Jing repivoted.
इतना लेट चल रहा था पीछे
Take the rope up the top. And even then, not necessarily
Headshot.
will still be able to come away with that kill, but there is so much more to do and just not enough time for it. Bios forward to his demise. Just the 2 eliminations found, and KC now up 4-3.
Well, I mean, what can you say? KC's just really got good reads right now. Good flow for the map. Again, I saw this on Sunset where they were able to start stringing rounds together on their defenders when they were starting to make some good maneuvers to kind of counteract what PRX wanted to do. The utility's been so good here. DOS9's been phenomenal, I think, on the brim, even though he's not racking up a ton of kills. It's been really hard for PRX to just get the gunfights cleanly that they want. 3 ults available. Concern for PRX is there's 2 big ults of 11. Gonna rip one.
Which, first one's gonna be sent through. But Envy just gonna be taken down. A north side crunch. Sugetsu snapping on for the headshot. Devi eliminated. Jing at the same time, he's eating an immense amount of damage. He's down to 10. He's now dead. The raid has him. Once again, it's a 2v5. KC just having a chokehold on this defender's half so far. They're looking to move up 5-3. Levin grabbing an
4 सेकंड मर गया वो तो
orb, Forsaken. Grabbing a couple bullets between the eyes. And flawless here, the economy is already built up quite significantly for KC. Break PRX's yet again. You're going to have players cash capped as, yep, Levin will make it a flawless.
Well, this is just going from bad to worse for PRX because you don't have any buy to come into this next round, and you're sitting through 3 really powerful ults again without getting any value out of them. They're just spreading the map, and KC just keeps pushing every angle, and they're winning every fight.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It felt inevitable, but
सेकंड टाइम आउट भी ले लिया.
difficult to see here. Second and
Alex
final
भाई
timeout
गुस्सा
for
होंगे
PRX
बहुत.
on Fracture. Going to be spent just 9 rounds, not even 8 rounds of play. Alex very much not happy with the way that things have been going.
No. I mean, I think in some ways,
पिक तो
might
उनका है
just
ना.
need to simplify the game a little bit here as PRX just kind of 4-1. Death ball around the map a little bit.
बाय द वे गाइस, एक वो बता देता हूँ तुम लोगों
Way
को.
that
गो टू EWC वेबसाइट, उधर जाके आप अपना प्रेडिक्शन दे सकते हो कि कौन जीतने वाला है, कौन सा मैप,
they give so much
एंड
credit to
अपना
these
एक
players,
लीडर बोर्ड बना सकते हो.
They are very well
And you
prepared. I mean,
can,
they knew that Fracture was going to be
लाइक
banned.
अगर आपका प्रेडिक्शन सही
They
हुआ
left it open.
एंड आपका जो लीडर बोर्ड होगा कि ये टॉप पे रहेगा लीडर बोर्ड में, मतलब आफ्टर द ग्रुप
Again,
स्टेज,
PRX
ठीक है.
has been on quite
अभी
the
के टाइम
streak
पे
on this map.
कौन सी टीम मैच जीतेगी,
Obliterated
ये प्रेडिक्ट करके
little
आप
autonomy to open
रिवॉर्ड्स
up the Masters London final.
आपको मिल सकता है.
Just beat Vitality yesterday on
तो
it.
डू चेक इट आउट. ठीक है, मेरा प्रमोशन नहीं है, मतलब मेरे को प्रमोशन नहीं करने को बोला ये वाला, बट
We've got this
इसलिए मैं
figured
दिखा
out.
नहीं
We
रहा.
know
बट
how to
या
shut you down.
यू कैन चेक इट आउट. यू कैन गेट अप टू
All sheriffs except for Jing with the bandit.
10,000 रुपए.
And then get hit by
10,000 रुपए, 10,000 को क्या बोल रहा, माय बैड.
Okay.
$10,000.
Felt of a shot just from Maine.
Not gonna lie.
+9. Eliminated. Reveal was
डॉलर में
there.
होता है ना.
Can't really play off of it. Sugetsu still
ए भाई
able to
भाई,
find one.
कुछ में आ रहा भाई साहब.
Plays
उसके हेड पे ही लगा.
pass. Sugetsu, I was
मर
going
गया
to
वो.
have to respect this one, but won't be allowed to escape. Jing will just come away with that elimination, and now suddenly, it's looking like a damn good thrifty here for PRX as they start getting these weapons into their hands. 2v4, a swing in, something with the recovered Phantom, able to find Alves, and that leaves just Levin. Now to his own devices to try to stop this from going over, but this could be a huge swing round for PRX. Feels very necessary after committing the second time out.
oh yes. Already giving up 5 on the defender side. That's brutal. I mean, this is already a win in this half for KC. Every other round they can get here is gravy. So all the pressure is onto PRX to be clean the rest of the way through.
But that is damn clean. I mean, you know,
That
thrifty
was.
confirmed, but you also only had to commit the one ultimate into this, so you still hold on to 2 critical ones.
Yeah.
But that's about as good as it could be for PRX to try to get themselves back into this attacker's side. But KC, like you said, still not quite sweating. They're still in a very comfortable position.
Oh.
Can they stop a momentum build-up is the question now.
And this time, you know, PRX goes for that crunch on both sides of the map, and time maybe looking for the A hit. Gonna maybe challenge Alves here.
Try to get this orb into the hands of Jing, gives him a showstopper.
Yeah, he's been on guard duty. He has the Nightfall as well. I don't imagine he's gonna want to rip it just to slow him down here. Now he knows where they're at. Now he can use it to counteract them because look, you've got Narrate, you've got Sugetsu here, you've got the Cypher util.
Sugetsu gonna have to be careful. I mean, he's still playing quite far forward. Showstopper up and over the top of the range.
Ah.
I can disrespect that. I've got to run it back. He's still able to find the kill. Something will be able to snap him back with the ultimate. Gotta get himself, and it's a very open plant. This is incredibly risky.
और नहीं देगा, रिस्की तो था. सब मेन खेल रहे हैं. कोई साइड नहीं है. Oh my god.
Something having to play forward here alongside his
And
teammate, but they both just fall to the wayside. And this feels like a massive, monstrous overcook from
अल्ट काम का नहीं आया ना. अल्ट में कोई फंसा नहीं, वो गलत जगह अल्ट गया.
Beautifully thought out by KC. Again, they're so quick to react, but one of the things that's been really impressive today overall is the way that Narrate has been able to absorb Jing's showstoppers. We saw it with the Chamber on Sunset many times where he's the one there and then Rendezvous out. This time he has to run it back. He doesn't even get hit by it. Just blows right by it.
Result is so random. हाँ random देखो.
Off balance with it.
जब जिंग ने अल्ट किया तब उस फिनिक्स ने उसका भी अल्ट किया. So ढूंढने मतलब ढूंढ तो लिया था बट मार नहीं पाया ठीक से. राइट, वो चला गया था अंदर. तुम जाके देखो.
Oh, it was a huge nightfall as well from Alves. It hit 3
तो
players
या
from PRX.
उसके बाद जो दो अल्ट के ब्रीच अल्ट एंड फॉर समथिंग का बड़ी मेल्ट 2 रैंडम जगह पे की है। अभी जहाँ पे 4 सेकंड है, इसको क्या बोलते मेरे को पता नहीं है, आगे सेंड्स बोलते राइट। तो उधर
still on this approach. Flash there, and Narrate just sending out the molly to try to keep himself covered. It ends up rebounding off the box, but it might be dead. Narrate covering, finding Inby. Gets the 3K in device position, absolutely known. They'll find one, but nothing more. The best that PRX can do is stop it from being a flawless KC. Already guaranteeing a lead at the half.
Yeah, they've just got so many plans here. Every time PRX tries something, they're winning a bunch of the 1v1s.
किसी के एक भी प्लेयर्स का नाम नहीं पता मुझे, मतलब नाम बोल दो, एक भी प्लेयर्स को पहचानता नहीं हूं मैं। मैंने किसी के एक भी मैसेज देखे नहीं है। कैसी कौन से रीजन का टीम है? अमेरिका का है क्या? अमेरिका रीजन का टीम है क्या कैसी?
Has some kind of trickery.
Pop shot, not quite to connect, but Sugetsu just ready and waiting.
दिखा उसको.
But doesn't want to pull the trigger. Decides to just back off for now. It's some space taken, but still no closer to getting their way forward into the site. Meanwhile, Carmine Corp, they are on this north side approach. Ping coming down. Starting to get a sense of this is PRX.
भाई वो दोनों देखो बैठे हुए हैं.
Trying to beckon them back over to the A site that has been evacuated.
Well, it took a while, but I think PRX has now kind of figured out what the real
ए पे कोई नहीं है, ये खाली है पूरा. हिट आ रहा है पे.
Forsaken gonna be able to get his ult here, assuming he can get the plant down. DOS9 and Aves not too far away. They're having to check so many angles, so many corners here as PRX.
And the longer they take, the more obvious this becomes. Meanwhile, something is going to be found. Narrate just pushed down through the underpass. He's able to find that kill. Wants up over the top. Not going to be getting a reveal. Mike now in play, and the Seekers sent immediately by Forsaken. The flash over the top, trying to go for a timing shot. Aves, however, able to avoid it. Meanwhile, Forsaken has the backpedal away.
4 सेकंड का देख के पता चल जाता है 4 सेकंड का सेंसी कितना हाई है.
Intercept will be able to do so. Aves now eliminated. Is
मार दिया रे.
11, however, able to find one. Envy up over the top. DOS9 gets it back into a 2v2. Time bled away.
Envy का पोजीशन पता नहीं ना उसे. अच्छा है पता.
Will fall and Jing now has to do it all. Fully flashed up. Doesn't know which way is up, and that is going to be Narrate with a 4K. The defuse to come in. And Carmine Corp will make this 8-4 at the half.
24.
Well, this is feeling pretty darn comfy for Narrate and Carmine Corp. That was an incredible round from him. He really found a ton of value with that Phoenix as it went along.
New है ना टीम, like इसी साल आए हैं ना ये विजिट में.
Able to absorb so much pressure from PRX. What looked like maybe it was going to be a pretty clean start for PRX quickly crumbled. Carmine Corp is just feasting.
Sugetsu and Narrate in particular. A massive half for both of these players. And if that is going to continue as they move over to the attack, then yep, I'm feeling pretty confident about seeing these squads go over to Lotus. The third and final.
नहीं यार, थर्ड में थोड़ा जीजी हो जाएगा. मेरे को खाने जाना है.
Gets to stick around.
भूख लगा है मेरे को.
Play against the loser of the other ongoing series. Vitality and NRG fighting tooth and nail at the moment on their third and final map.
I just love the game theory here. Love the individual play from Carmine Corp. Sugetsu, absolutely just so annoying. DOS9, really timely. A lot of his utility. Narrate, so good with that Phoenix. Started to cause a lot of problems with those A-site post plants. Just about everything PRX tried. Boarded.
And there's no further help. Both timeouts committed. This has to be on the players after this break. Run back enough rounds and force a timeout out of KC.
अच्छा, Razer sponsor है क्या इस टीम के?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, PRX, you gotta have.
भाई साहब मेरे को एक माउस चाहिए, एक दे दो.
Ever roll this back. I mean, certainly they can be good on that side of the map. They do generally play it pretty well. They do generally play it more like an attacker side. So it can be a little tricky to go up against them, but just felt a little bit shaken there. Everything looked a little bit crisp, clean.
कोई ऑडियंस नहीं है ना अभी ग्रुप स्टेज चल रहा, इसमें कोई ऑडियंस नहीं है. जब होगा असली तो उसमें ऑडियंस भी होंगे.
Discombobulated. A big time pistol. If PRX can get this, yeah, there's definitely a shout. There's definitely a hope. Army Corp gets it. You have such a massive hill to climb.
हर एक ग्रुप में 4 ग्रुप है, हर एक ग्रुप में 2-2 टीम क्वालिफाई होंगी ना.
Up towards the north side of the map. They're looking to use a little bit of contact for a breach stun, but everybody on Carmine Corp is just on the south side, so
basically full gambling on this A side of the map. For
top 2 teams qualify होंगे, right?
Envy, the next closest player.
Could be a pivot off the clear this trip. Let's see. It's kind of going to come down to timing.
A little bit of spam and plenty of damage.
Bro, लगाए bro. Not gonna lie, लगाए.
From up and over the top, Sugetsu is not able to spot him.
Low है.
Get some damage across, but cannot find
Phoenix तो heal कर लेगा मैं अभी.
DOS9 taking down the first.
But Reyes punish भी है just.
Stancing around these shots. The stun to be avoided, but Divide turns the sights over to main, and Aves is going to be taken down. 2 players.
Never mind. कोई utils नहीं लिए इन लोगों ने.
Envy walks right up into him. Doesn't manage to get the spot, but now it is all down to 11. 4 HP will find a parting gift kill on a Forsaken, but cannot stop PRX from retaking the site. They will find the pistol they so desperately need. Shorten that gap down to 3 rounds.
Yeah, I like the idea here from PRX. You know, gamble stack one side of the map and just match in the other direction. And they're able to be a little bit patient behind that trip. Envy wins a huge fight there against Getsu. Keeps the flanks clear. That allows them to keep their eyes forward. A little bit of trickery attempted by DOS9. Dealt with. Cleaned up. PRX fans, the edge of their seats, but feeling a little bit better after that. But look at this buy. This has bonus conversion written all over it for PRX if they can get this round to go.
Well, that's exactly what they want. Something, however, needing the backpedal, not overstep. Does have some healing to come through. Well, Blaze Wall is going to be sent over into main. 11 getting tagged off screen as well.
Just like करना जो भी देख रहे हो, like करना ये देखते हैं वो लोग पता है. Admins.
Shot into the thigh.
अगर स्ट्रीम अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं करेगी तो मेरे को नेक्स्ट टाइम से वॉच पार्टी का और नहीं मिलेगा, तो प्लीज समझा करो.
Gets tucked here. Jing. Oh, well, there's the cam. Sugetsu revealing his position, not ready for that second player to be there.
Yeah.
Will find that kill. Looks for another swing in. DOS9 catching him off guard, and now they overwhelm Jing. A Guardian now going to be on the floor. And snatched up the site to be taken, and suddenly this is a decent position for Carmine to try to win out, but do have 2 players very low on health. Plant in the aftershock to try to push her right into the open. Something's able to collect that one with the sheriff shot, and that's the Guardian now stranded. Nor to be pushed, Forsaken to find it.
Nice shot.
Has a reaction time, and the cleanup will be there. 3 players to survive. The key weaponry to be recollected. PRX will make this an 8-6 scoreline.
That's gigantic that PRX is able to recover this, because there was a moment here, KC being really patient, really tricky. If Sugetsu doesn't reveal his presence there, I think he's got at least 1 more kill. He grabs that camera and goes for the play. Still, I like the idea from KC. Bouncing across the map a little bit. PRX wants to keep pushing because they think that maybe A had been left open. You
subscribe also, क्योंकि अगर स्ट्रीम अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं करेगी तो मेरे को नेक्स्ट टाइम से फर्स्ट पार्टी का पर्म्स नहीं मिलेंगे, तो थोड़ा सा सपोर्ट दिखाओ. Hate watching, I know, इसलिए बोला मैंने. 4 सेकंड पे शेरिफ है, ठीक है. 4 सेकंड बाय नहीं किया भाई. हेलो 4 सेकंड भाई.
Connecting on a Forsaken, sends that guiding light up and over the top, steadies the aim, nearly finds himself a second. Aves does manage to survive, 40 health, but now Envy joining in the fight. Looks for a little bit more, but eventually gets punished, and the right finds Jing. Just the 2 players left standing. Something with the Marshal, the Prowler, not to scout him. Has that Sheriff still in hand, though. Finds the first.
Nice shot.
The second. Now it's just narrate.
spam में
Another
लेके
space
1v1
for the box. The plant to come in has a run it back available. Does he send it for the 1v1? The curveball out, gets the stop.
no,
Immense
no.
amount of damage. Devi tagged at 21.
अभी तो थोड़ा जीजी है 21 HP का बचा है वो उसपे पैसे भी नहीं है
Quick, crisp, and clean.
he needs to
Headshot from
try
Devi to try to take this one. He won't
but
be able to have it.
it's not
The
possible
Raid gets himself a 4K clutch to deny the bonus conversion, but it's an immense amount of damage still dealt by PRX.
हाँ अच्छा मारा था फिर something ने देखा तुमने
some noise there, and he was able to time that curveball.
something ने 2 शॉट अच्छे मारे थे
Looked like maybe there was a shout here for a moment.
Take
PRX
this.
trying to set up that crunch from
ये वाले
sewers, but
ये वाले भाई का मारा है भाई टंग
I mean this almost
Ding.
was his, but spam
crazy मारा है right
Nice 4K again for Narrate.
29-2.
He is fried.
29-2
Well,
bro
out front here at the top of the
Phoenix
lobby.
का वो देखो kills देखो ये तो मेरे टीममेट जैसे कैरी कर रहा मतलब never mind
Orbital strike is online.
hello guys welcome to the stream how's you
As Orbital's just
बहुत
gonna call
डेंजरस
in,
अल्ट है ये
anticipating that this player
बट कोई फंसा नहीं
top
है
11 pound, just enough space to tuck away, avoid taking damage.
2 बार
In
अल्ट
the
का
end,
जीजी हो
that
गया
pull of the trigger does
Something.
not get rewarded with much of anything. Jing now, however, on the
Whoa.
push forward is able to find 2. And he with 2 of his own, but the
1v2
kills are there. Navez
जिंग ने अपना काम कर दिया इन दोनों को देखना होगा नेट की ऐसे की थे अच्छा नेवर माइंड बाहर हवा चल रही है ठीक है तो इसीलिए थोड़ा नेट जीजिए ठीक है तो या तो आई गेस बारिश आएगा इसीलिए लाइक कर दो गाइस जो भी देख रहे हो लाइक कर देना स्ट्रीम को एंड डू सब्सक्राइब
Hope it comes out okay, and it does.
and don't forget to give me feedback after my stream end
Favoring the Phantom today. It is the perfect gun in that scenario.
अभी इन लोगों पे बाय नहीं है ठीक है केसी पे बाय नहीं है
Players one shot to it.
तो ये वाला राउंड तो PRX ही थी
Outlaw
For
for
sure.
Forsaken too, though.
until or
That's the
unless
player you would normally expect to have the Outlaw on PRX.
it does 9 मारता है ना does 9 पहले बूम में था बूम
has the back
इसके
pedal away
साथ
now. Here's the boom bot as well.
बहुत गंदा मारता है भाई does 9
Side.
बट इसमें कोई चला नहीं है शायद
Taken trying to get into a position to punish Sugetsu. Has to be concerned about some of that Cypher utility potentially being there.
Trying to push it back with its presence from Jing, and it has worked a treat.
भाई क्या क्या
Get him
क्या
completely
यार
isolated. Meanwhile, turret there to take
इनके
contact
स्क्रीन पे
with tower.
देखते भाई एकदम एम चिपक कर हमारे स्क्रीन पे फर्स्ट आता है एकदम
Narrate's trying to
enemy
sell a fake. PRX isn't buying it.
Well, especially not after that Jing.
इन्फो मिला है
Ball down over the top. The reveal is there.
Bro,
Devi has the back pedal away. He
Bitcoin
thought he was
देखा
going to be
तुमने?
safe from that position, but he still finds a good amount of damage. Aves tagged down the 2.
अबे यार मेरा इंटरनेट यार
Meanwhile, Forsaken re-swinging. Has
Nice
that
shot.
lost
Nice
set and
shot.
Has them dead to rights.
क्या बात है यार
With an eye
क्या
on
बात है यार
potential
डब्ल्यूज
for an ace here in this round. That leaves just Narrate with a sheriff in hand. PRX looking to make this a flawless, as they will get within a 1 round.
जो भी देख रहे हो लाइक कर देना
things up.
स्ट्रीम को एंड सब्सक्राइब या इस राउंड तो जितना ही था वैसे
Guns available over here.
Still doesn't even
मेन कोई नहीं देख
with
रहा
just
मेन कोई नहीं
activated.
देख रहा
Just got
हाँ, अब
recalled.
देखा ना अब पता चला ना उनको
On the peak. Forsaken will get the 4K in the end, in flawless fashion at that.
Okay. Forsaken now starting to get a little rowdy on stage. Trying to rally the troops there too. Hearing some
80 people watching कौन देख रहे हो हेलो
one of the
80
leaders of the
people
team. I'll say him and Devi pretty
देखो
equally.
यार तुम लोग के लिए वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हो तो अगर तुम लोग चैट नहीं करोगे तो कैसे चलेगा
Ooh, fantastic. but the patience there
चैट करो
and the fact that something doesn't get tagged by
टाइम
that
आउट फ्रॉम
outlaw,
फ्रॉम
really
फ्रॉम
huge in
केसी
the way that PRX is then
ठीक है
able to make some really nice adjustments in that round to flush Sugetsu
भाई उन
into that first kill. to
चारों
take
पे
the
अल्ट है
danger, the big
फिनिक्स
danger
अल्ट
left
है
out of
फेड
that
अल्ट
round.
है डज 9 के पास ब्रिम का
And from
अल्ट
there,
है
just hold the
एंड
line. So that's going to give you a little bit of breathing room. You're
क्या
gonna
था
have some ults for
रिजल्ट
PRX, and that's why
चारों पे
KC
अल्ट है
wants to take a
फिनिक्स अल्ट
timeout.
पे खेलेंगे इस बार
Not to see when we go back much if the outlaw was
दो
still
अल्ट
in
तो
the
यूज
hands of
करेंगे
PRX, but I think
फिनिक्स
continuing
और
to value
रिजल्ट
that
यूज
one
होगा इस
Sugetsu
बार
at least is not going to be able to go for a full util, full armor buy. Unless he wants to lean back on something like a Bulldog or a Guardian.
Yeah, I think PRX might have bought anyway, like right before the timeout was called. I saw somebody spend a bunch of cash, so they might have dropped it. But yes, it was still in Forsaken's hands, so they very well could have kept it if they wanted to try and make that work. Throw it over to maybe something or Divide, you never know. Forsaken has the Seekers off of that round, so he's feeling pretty good. I think they were one away from Envy's ult. Yes. And meanwhile, KC has everything. You basically have everything since Sugetsu's one away from the neural theft. Oh my god.
Jing is just going for this crunch play. Camera to spot him out. Dawson going to be contained into the corner. That is a casual fadeaway shot as the Brim is immediately dispatched. Orbital strike now no longer a concern. Goodbye. Trying to delay. Showstopper out the Prowler to scout, and that's going to be him dead to rights as the Showstopper connects at his feet. Swing in though, it's just
let's go, KC.
Ultimate for now as Sugetsu will get spotted here in the corner. The Nightfall going to be sent through, but Jing has already cleared the angle. He's able to find that kill. Levin trading it back, keeps it in a 3v3. His paint shell will force Envy away.
Okay.
Site now opened up, but Levin trying to take the fight forward into the spawn. Cannot find the contact he was looking for. Has to back away. One smoke remaining here for something.
साइड पे अल्ट करेगा तो फेड
The Molly consideration for now as the guiding light sent forward, looking to try to find this kill here is Forsaken, but the raid, the swings out a little bit wider.
भाई क्या मारा उसने?
Now suddenly,
इतना वाइड
KC in with the advantage. Quick clear on that haunt. Levin still on dish. The time bleeding away. Swing out. KC is going to.
चलो ये वाला राउंड थोड़ा जीजी हो गया, मेरा नेट का भी थोड़ा जीजी हो गया. मेरा नेट का भी थोड़ा जीजी हो गया आज. इधर हो देखो. As always, Forsaken throwing. Forsaken can't get one kill. He's so. भाई इधर बदनामी चल रहा. Bad production.
Right, so.
Bro, what?
Good diligence being shown.
Winner, KF dinner. KF dinner?
Did get a couple out.
KF?
Oh boy.
चैट पे कुछ भी चलता है फैंस के बीच.
Suffered by Forsaken. Quickly has to give the space.
इंटरनेट की हाँ मेरा इंटरनेट इजी हो रहा है और कुछ नहीं. मेरा इंटरनेट इजी हो रहा है. ये देखो हाँ ये 4 सेकंड का भाई है ना. 10 years old. अरे इतना लैग भी क्यों हो रहा है? इतना लैग क्यों हो रहा है? लेट मी डू वन थिंग. इधर नहीं देखना मेरे को.
Trying to hold the line here on the site. The Ray going to be forced out of position, drops down to his death. Divide just trying to take the fight before the orbital will connect. Ends up falling to the wayside. Now
this is just wild scenes in this round. I mean, it's one of those rounds where every moment.
इंटरनेट जीजी कर रहा है मेरा और कुछ नहीं. ना यार इंटरनेट जीजी कर ला. मैप 3 मेरे को खाने जाना है यार.
Long flank and rest of PRX able to do what they need to. Jing's gonna have the show.
नहीं मैप 3 नहीं होगा. I think ये उठ ही जाएगा.
Now you're out of the ult cycle for KC.
हाँ एक तो इंटरनेट की ऐसी की तैसी.
You got one out of it. PRX. Katsu again has that outlaw. Jing, the only one.
लैग क्यों हो रहा है? लैग काई को हो रहा है भाई साहब? लैग का तो सीन नहीं है. लैग भी हो रहा है, इंटरनेट का भी जीजी हो रहा है.
Nose narrate is there. Ask for Forsaken to maybe come help. Oh, what a shot.
आपकी नहीं मेरी इंटरनेट.
What a face forward from Levin. Something absolutely destroyed. Triple push now coming through, trying to capitalize and.
देखो तुम देखो. हाँ क्यों करना है भाई साहब? मैं ये वाला यूज नहीं करता हूँ कभी ब्राउजर माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज का, बट ये लोग एक सेकंड में ऐसा करके देखूं, ऐसा करके देखूं तो सही चलेगा।
For generation.
4K. Casey again, just do not allow for PRX to tie this up.
No, they're just too
ये देखो, ये देखो।
sharp. This turn, it's 11's time to shine. This shot initially absolutely ridiculous.
क्वालिटी लो हो गई फिर
Takes
से।
something out of the equation. Then there's a hope here for PRX. They've got
क्यों होता है लैग? मेरा मेरा आई गेस रिचार्ज खत्म होने वाला है। रिचार्ज कर दो गाइस, थोड़ा सा रिचार्ज वगैरह कर दो यार, पैसे डोनेट करो थोड़ा सा रिचार्ज ताकि मैं कर पाऊँ।
Starting to get chaotic now as players get lost within the smokes and the flashes.
I hate this.
The neural theft going to be called in, but them having the advantages.
Team सही चल रहा।
It's something now would have to get the ace clutch to stop.
Something एस करेगा बोला एस क्लच, एस तो नहीं होने वाला।
Them from advancing up to map point.
ये चीज है मैप 3।
And giving the money.
सेव करेगा ना, पैसे नहीं है।
No other choice but to just simply back away, try to play for overtime. This Vandal has to be retained. KC 12-9 Lotus just there on the horizon.
This is so incredible. What a couple rounds here from KC. They're right back in the driver's seat.
1-1 और 2-1
just been sharper.
What? 1-1 होगा ना? 3 मैच होंगे।
And now
इसके बाद एक और मैप होगा, डिसाइडर मैप है वो।
Should be rather difficult given the
And the thing, I guess,
situation we just saw.
अगर ये मैच हार गया PRX तो एक और मैच होगा।
So going forward, it is going to be very precarious with the bye. Loss streak bonus gives you a little bit of an extra boost, but it's not great.
No, certainly not.
पैसे फाइन ही है, पर कुछ नहीं कर सकते।
Very commonplace here. Forsaken, forced away. Lucky to stay alive for now, but for how long is the question? Flash forward into the raid space. Buying some time as a run it back.
ये तो थर्ड है ना मैच।
Tosses the volley forward here into tower and 11.
थर्ड मैच थोड़ी है ये।
Position staring in towards canteen.
सेकंड मैप है, सेकंड मैप। ऊपर देखो, ऊपर लेफ्ट कॉर्नर पे सनसेट हुआ पहला, सेकंड वॉस फ्रैक्चर हो रहा है अभी, एंड डिसाइडर होगा लोटस। ऊपर लेफ्ट में देखो, अगर दिख रहा है तुम्हें तो। मेरे आते ही वाचिंग 7-2 हो गई, जस्ट सेइंग। अब क्या आता है? अरे सॉरी यार, मेरे को चलेगा। लेकिन क्योंकि चलो कोई ना। थर्ड मैप, थर्ड मैप, थर्ड मैप, थर्ड मैप। ओके, तो थिंग मेरे को चलेगा। देखो जो लोग आते हैं फालतू का आते हैं वो लोग, मतलब देख रहे हो ठीक है, बट शेयर भी किया करो यार। मेरे को बात करने में अच्छा लगता है ना, तुम बात करते हो जैसे यार। ऐसे व्यूअर्स चाहिए जो मेरे से बात करे, इंटरेक्शन करे, राइट? नहीं ऐसा व्यूअर्स चाहिए कि छुप छुप के देखते हैं। एक जन आके बोलते हैं कि साइलेंट व्यूअर वाचिंग एज लाइक साइलेंट क्यों हो भाई, मत रहो।
An incredible performance from them. But let's go ahead and send things back over to Degon, to Big Time, and to Kakuka, who's going to be feeling very smug.
Thank you very much, guys. Yes, it is Carmine Corp doing what most people thought wasn't possible on PaperX's signature map pick of Fracture. They come
Make noise, don't be silent.
and now put PaperX on the brink of
See.
elimination. Almost pulled
वेट लगा रहे आप किस चीज का वेट लगा रहा हो भाई साहब
map separating these two squads.
कैसा वेट हेलो
EWC lives.
1-1 एक और मैच है लास्ट मैच है
Big time.
मेरे को भूख भी लगा है
Okay.
Ah, stop it. Stop it.
वो खाने भी जाना है
This is... like...
मैं नहीं चाहता था कि ये वाला मैच हो मतलब लास्ट मैप पे जाए कि बट या दे आर प्लेइंग गुड दो एंड चले गए
I was wrong. KC bested them on Fracture. It was a thoroughly deserved victory. You can now gloat away.
अच्छा खेला नॉट गोना ला अच्छा खेला किसी
I
ने
love that. Thank
सेकंड
you very
वाला
much for
पहले वाला
letting
में
what
भी अच्छा
just
खेला था बट
happened.
सेकंड वाला थोड़ा ज्यादा ही
Honestly,
अच्छा
when
खेला
I first saw this and I saw that PaperX was picking Fracture, is like, oh, you really care about staying in the event and going the distance. Maybe even as a response to be in the sunset, being like, oh, we're gonna be cheeky like this. Fracture's gonna.
मेरे को
gonna go
देखना
out
है
the
न्यू
map,
वाला
but
मैप
we're good. We're
तब
comfortable here,
सबमिट
and
को
we're gonna
कोई
keep
लेता है
taking
क्या
down. And
आई डोंट थिंक तो सबमिट है
luckily, KC came out on top. The individuals were so well drilled.
Yeah.
11 coming alive in the
EWC
second
में
half.
I don't think so. But I guess next जो होने वाला है ना stage 2 उसमें ले सकते हैं सब available होगा उसमें.
And for many of the rounds we had that, KC made a lot of mistakes. Do not get me wrong, but they also had absolutely brilliant rounds. I also wanted to see a good Suigetsu, and I feel like on the first half, I did get it. And throughout this entire tournament, since EWC started, since the role swap, the narrate that KC is getting is the narrate that they had in 2024.
For sure. He's the one for me on this Phoenix. I feel like he took the game to PaperX. It felt like every time I looked, he had that
कैसे हो गया अभी तो आई है वो वही
He's really showing the power of Phoenix on this
अभी
map,
stage
which is
2
something
stage
PaperX
2 अभी
choose
लेट है
to neglect. They go for
stage
more
2
traditional
लेट है
double
मतलब
initiator style, but it didn't feel
तो हो
like they
सकता
were
है
able to dominate the
पता नहीं
map
न्यू
in the
मैप
same way.
इतनी
The defensive
न्यू
pushes
मैप
often
है
dealt with.
इतनी तो
KC
प्रैक्टिस
so well
भी नहीं
prepared
हुई
here
होगी
and
ऊपर
very, very deserving of this
हाँ
map win.
वो है
On
उस
utility
तो
as well,
बट
like the
उस पर
work that Abbas is
बेसिकली
doing
कर
today,
सकते
but I
हैं
love
बहुत
that you
सारे
highlight
टीम्स
the
ऐसे हैं कर
importance of
सकते
the
हैं
Phoenix, because on the other side you
जब
have
फॉरवर्ड
Jake,
आया था
right? And I love to see that every
फॉरवर्ड
single time that
सेम एज
he had that
लाइक
narrate, had that ultimate
सबमिट
available, and he heard the showstopper
ओके
going out,
तो
he did
उसमें भी
not
सेम ही था
doubt and tried to shut down Jing. Worst case scenario, ult for
तो हो
ult,
सकते हैं
and
मे भी
that
क्या
is
पता
the perfect outcome that you want,
मतलब
especially when your ult
जो
is only
स्पेसिफिक्स
6
वाले गेम
seconds.
होते हैं मतलब
23 and 13,
पीसीटी वाले जो गेम्स होते
307
हैं
ACS. Narrate definitely popped off right
तो
here.
उसमें
You know the best
हो
part?
सकता है
What's the best part?
We're gonna go to the third map. Vitality has just bested NRG, and they have made it out of the group already. And wouldn't it just be a
Vitality जीत
beautiful
गई क्या
day
उधर
to follow up on day one for this team, for this group?
रुको
Sorry, we had
वो वाला मैच
Vitality
भी देख
versus
सकता हो वैसे
KC.
गाइस
And
नॉट गोना
wouldn't it
लाई
be lovely to just have all the French
देखो
teams?
हरकत है देखो मेरे ब्राउजर की क्रेजी ब्राउजर है ना ये वाला ब्राउजर यूज नहीं करूंगा नेक्स्ट टाइम से
Also a map PaperX have been historically good on, but that doesn't seem to matter. No one seems to care. And also recently, it's been quite the opposite.
Yeah, it
अच्छा
felt
हो
like
गया ये
there
वाला
were
मैच भी हो गया
multiple rounds there,
इधर
especially
वाइटलिटी
in the
जीती है
second half, where PaperX were just taking peak battles that they didn't need to
हो
take
गया वाला
after
मैच
getting
भी
opening kills, maybe a little bit of disrespect, but also it's kind of how they play, right? They play
Yeah.
on that edge, but the edge did not go their way.
अच्छा
Yeah, I mean,
ईएमई का
I
है
don't want to take anything
टीम है
away
क्या
from the win for KC. I think they earned it and they played
Energy,
brilliantly.
yeah,
But I will
देखा
say
मैंने
this was an underperformance from people.
और करो change
For PaperX. I don't think the fundamentals were
नहीं कर
anywhere
रहा
near as solid as what we're used to
इधर
seeing.
देखो इधर
I think
देखो
the aim was as consistent
चैट पे
as
कुछ
we
भी
used to
चलता
see,
है भाई
which is
एक्सक्यूज
something
मी
hovered down the bottom of that scoreboard for a long time, which
देखा
isn't
देखा देखा
something that we're
एक्सक्यूज मी
used to,
सर
but they have
शट
no
अप
more lifelines
शट अप
left
बोल रहा है
now.
देखो
They
इफ इज
have to
माइट
turn it
विन
around.
चैम्प्स
They are on the brink of
देयर
elimination.
पापा इज
And
बैक
you see here,
ये बाय द
one
वे
map away from
बाय द वे
being sent home
इफ
in
इज
the
में
group stage.
फर्स्ट
I
एज
wanna
हेड
go
कोच
down
ज्वाइन किया
on,
बाय द वे
when I was having that interview with Abbas
ये देखो
media,
अबे यार
I was asking him, hey, how is Levin doing? Because again, it has not been easy
जीजी हो गया यार
A lot of ups and downs
ग्लोबल
going on
स्पोर्ट्स का,
pure that he
नॉट
has
गोना
not been
लाई।
able today because I wouldn't be able to do that. I can tell
आई
you
थिंक लाइक वो हुआ था कि पैटमैन को फ्रॉस्ट पसंद नहीं था एंड फ्रॉस्ट को पैटमैन पसंद नहीं था बेसिकली। उन्होंने उसने बोला था कि रोस्टर चेंज करना है मुझे, क्योंकि ऋषेंद्र सिन्हा ने जो बोला है, जो सीईओ है, ठीक है, तो दैट्स व्हाई वो कुछ चेंज नहीं करना चाहते थे अभी रोस्टर में। जो रोस्टर है वही रखना चाहते थे, खासकर पैटमैन को, राइट। तो इसी के रिगार्डिंग से ऐसा कुछ हुआ होगा उनके बीच, एंड देन यार लाइक क्या हुआ, हम तो रोस्टर चेंज नहीं करने वाले, पैटमैन है, आई गेस ऐसा कुछ हुआ होगा। गाइस बाय द वे, डू जॉइन माय डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर, डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन कर लेना, ठीक है, डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन कर लेना अगर आपको मेरे साथ बात करना है, ऑल्दो मेरे साथ गेम खेलना है एंड ऑल एंड ऑल, ठीक है। तो डू जॉइन माय डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर, ठीक है, एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू फॉलो माय इंस्टा। देखो देखो, वो मोटू प्लेयर था। बॉडी शेमिंग नहीं करना चाहिए किसी को, भाई बॉडी शेमिंग ब्रा। बॉडी शेमिंग नहीं करना, किसी को भी नहीं करना, वेरी बैड थिंग। अच्छे बनो भाई, देखो भगवान ने बनाया जो कुछ भी बनाया है, ठीक है, तुम उसको चेंज कर सकते हो, बट जिनको नहीं करना नहीं करना, राइट। जिम करके तुम मोटे से मतलब हो सकते हो, क्या है, तो या लाइक नहीं करना जिन, वैसे भी जिनको लाइक ऑफ कोर्स जो लोग जिन लोगों को बनाए, तो क्या है उसमें, यही होगा, भले मैं नहीं, माही करे तो बॉडी शेम, कोई और करे तो अच्छी बात, कोई और किधर कर रहा है। हाँ, क्या, हाँ, माही जी वो डिस्कॉर्ड के पीएफ में वो आप हो, वो आपकी फोटो है, आपकी फोटो मैच करती है किसी से, तो मेरे को लगा वो आप हो कि नहीं। चैट खोल लो, कई लोग दिखेंगे। चैट किधर है इसका, चैट ही गायब हो गया ले। ओ आया आया। Why mad though? It's GG's PRX lose. Okay, which team today? We back finally. The ads just okay. Huh. I hate to say they lost Lotus in I don't know man. Probably because of the event in Saudi. Yeah, Saudi में ही तो the ये जो इवेंट है बेसिकली, जो EW से वो सऊदी के ही इवेंट है बेसिकली, जो कि हो रहा है पेरिस में। या शाटा बोला उधर। वाओ लोटस अगेन, देन बाय बाय। इफ PRX लूज डू देन गो होम। यहाँ बात तो ये भी सही है, PRX अगर किसकी फोटो, आपकी PFP में जो फोटो है वो डिस्कॉर्ड में, थिंक वन वुड केयर अबाउट दिस इवेंट when team says otherwise, yes PRX will always be second in the world। लोकी फर्स्ट कौन है फिर, सेकंड अगर वो है तो फर्स्ट कौन है फिर। everyone wants that earning, what earning, अच्छा वो पैसा। वो फोटो प्रिंटेस्ट थे ना, अच्छा प्रिंटेस्ट थे, बट मेरे को लगा वो आप हो, बट आई थिंक वो लाइक वो इमेज किसी से मैच करते हैं, तो इसलिए मैंने पूछा था आपसे। हाँ, तो एक और चीज़ मैं बोल रहा था, इफ यू कैन गो हेयर EWC, सॉरी नेवर माइंड, EWC PRADICTON प्रेडिक्शंस, ठीक है, ये वाले, इधर आओ, नेवर माइंड, वो आया नहीं क्या प्ले दिस, ठीक है, इधर आओ, ठीक है, पिकेम्स में देख रहे हो, पिकेम्स में आओ, इधर आके जस्ट जो मैचेस होंगे उधर आपको मतलब लॉग इन करके जस्ट प्रेडिक्शन करने की कौन जीतेगा वैसे, ठीक है। तो अगर आप मतलब पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे उसके वाइज, ठीक है, तो करना, ठीक है। उसके बाद आपको अप टू 12, 10 to 12 क्या बोलते हैं, $1,000 मिल सकते हैं। मतलब ऑफ कोर्स उससे कम भी मिल सकता है, मतलब 10,000 मिनिमम, 10 कर सकते हो, लाइक 10,000 रुपये तुम्हें मिल सकता है अगर आपका प्रेडिक्शन सही हुआ तो इधर आके वो प्रेडिक्ट कर लेना आप लोग, इफ़ यू वांट, लाइक यार ये वाला मेरे को करने नहीं बोला उन लोगों ने, बट या क्योंकि इस वाले में के लिए मैं एलिजिबल नहीं हूँ। इस वाले के लिए मैं एलिजिबल नहीं हूँ गाइस। समझ रहे हो? तो यार just make an account, then just see.
Really have to close this out to keep everybody's expectations really much aligned, but will we see that? I think for KC, we heard Aves.
And that is free, totally free, just तुम्हें account create करना है और कुछ नहीं, totally free है वो, ठीक है। तुम prediction करके
arguably the favorites for the tournament, progressing through this bracket and giving them the best chance to ultimately lift this trophy.
Yeah, as you can see on your screen, the chants have been done by KC, and PRX, no chance needed. They made it on out real quiet, real smooth, real focused.
Yeah.
However, it is 1-1, and it doesn't matter. You can't run from what fate is going to bring in this one as we get into Agent Select.
Yeah, so taking a look for PRX, this is the comp that we've seen them use time and time again, but I will say there was a difference. When we saw them play against NRG, they had that fade instead of the sky. They've swapped back to that sky now, so clearly feeling like something didn't work previously in that NRG game.
I mean, with all the walls, also knowing that KC is going to be playing most likely with that Viper on Suigetsu. If you add on to Levin, having the Sky actually gives you a lot of tools. The ultimate becomes more strong. The dog, of course, is incredibly strong. I think that every single piece is going to bring so much value. At this moment in time, I am looking at my favorite player in PRX, something. I need him to get out that operator and start shutting them down. I need some form of control over Narrate and Levin.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the way that Narrate has been playing, the operator duel here between him and something could be absolutely tournament deciding.
PRX lover, if you know how you feel at home, if you're a PRX lover, if you're a Carmine Corp lover, this is why we watch EWC. The tournament is so grueling and so crushing despite the favorites coming on into it. Carmine Corp has turned on up, and PRX, well, with their backs against the wall, one team can move on to play against NRG. If you win, if you lose, it's on the plane ticket home. Let's send it on over to the casters to the final round here.
अच्छा, जो हारेगा वो घर जाएगा.
Carmine Corp, it's Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Once again into the breach we go. Here, Lotus to decide it all. PRX to try to eliminate Carmine Corp, deny them the opportunity to play in front of a home crowd, keep themselves afloat here at EWC. Carmine Corp, the momentum very much on their side. A very narrow loss on their pick of Sunset into a very concise win on PRX's Fracture. As we see, they're going for a 4-player stack and crunch out towards Mound, but KC not really having any of this.
Yeah, my eyes immediately go towards Narrate for this map. He's been so damn good today, on top of being impactful with the guns. Been doing it with the brains. Absorbing Jing showstoppers time and time again so they don't find value. That's going to be key here again on Lotus. Paranoia at the ready for Forsaken. Looking for contact, but it might come in a way they don't expect. Levin's gone all the way over to the door, and here they go.
PRX for this.
Looking to try to draw some of that tension back, peel some pressure, force against so far it is working a decent treat. Jump to the corner though. But his life on the line is Forsaken. As Jing will be able to find that kill.
Shot. एक को तो मारा उसने.
Is able to find out Aves, but Narrate treats
Divine का सीरीज चलाना देखने में मस्त लगता है मेरे को.
a very big
मतलब
kill.
connect होता ही होता
Extra
है.
man advantage. Levin continues to scale back towards defender's spawn. DOS9 ready with the paranoia, and there it's right there to claim
आया
life.
मारा है
Collecting one,
रे.
DOS9 collects one as well. Jing now going to be taken down, and suddenly the player advantage is in the hands of KC. Forsaken having to just push out of the smoke, and
Nah,
DOS9
nah.
has him dead, and now it is all down to something completely corralled and
Ande.
narrate. Headhunter champ doesn't matter. This man is dialed in. Gets the 3K. And KC get another pistol.
The story's been him today. That is just devastating what he's able to do with that chamber. A nice tee up from DOS9 too.
पिछले साल I guess EWC Fnatic जीती थी if I'm not wrong.
The tucked in position of Sugetsu. You know, Divai at least able to find one with a cheeky little
इधर
reposition
Fnatic
around
तो
the
qualify
smoke,
नहीं
but
कर पाई.
no. The better play on site for Karmine Corp, and really they have had Paper X's number in a lot of the bigger picture sense. See what the buy-up looks like here for Paper X. Just one bandit and well, okay.
भाई
They're fully ready for this. It's just a firing squad. Big shell to no avail as DOS9 will collect 3 for himself. And now just something to try to see if he can stop it from being a flawless. And he cannot.
shot.
All right, we'll shut him down. We very quickly go into the bonus.
It's red alert now for Paper X. That's a tough one. Try to overstack that angle, and just a nice little tight headshot line over the box for DOS9. He collects 5-0. The start for him, 4-0 for Narrate. Into the buy round even, again, because Paper X likes to try to sneak in those extra pistols. It's only going to be a couple Guardians for Divine and Envy. Great. Still on that Marshall. Everybody else, Bulldogs and Vandals. Something very aggressive angle. Bunch of footstep noise being made over here. Maybe just try to bait a little bit for something, but KC waiting for this push out.
Oh, Chavez does get taken down, but DOS9 still there, ever present. Cleans up kill on a Forsaken. Now he's immediately going to go TPing with that spike over to the A site. Levin has just about cleared.
DOS9 पिछले साल तो boom esports में था ना.
KC certainly upping the pace with that ult play.
Love the
इसने
creativity.
इस साल दो team instance किए DOS9 में.
Clear of the arc rows. Levin now to try to scale forward. Tailwind will get the spot out and something able to find him with that kill. Blinded up, however, and DOS9 collecting one Divide. Going to be taken down now at 2v3 to stop this bonus conversion. Jing just trying to tap through, trying to fish for anything. He comes up empty-handed. DOS9 standing tall. Another 3K and another round in the hands of Karmine Corp.
Well, DOS9 made his Tier 1 debut in Pacific, so he's pretty aware of how Paper X likes to operate. And this time, another really nice round. He's able to get that ult.
What,
TP
8-0?
over. Yep. Hit another nice paranoia. Beautiful.
8-0-2, 5-0 for Narrate. Looking like gods so far. Attempted fight over here by Rubble. Sugetsu will just shrug off a bit of damage from that pain shell, drop back. Out towards relative safety. Paper X come up empty-handed once again.
Yeah, they're just trying to turn up the tempo, trying to play their game.
Oh,
Will catch DOS9. Finally, he dies.
A little bit of an oopsie there to give away the first death. Quick check out from B main, nothing going to be spotted, and Paper X starting to assess that this is going to be an A hit again as Pickle peeks out from Forsaken. The fast lane going to be set up. It's a slow scale forward, but all of this a bit of a ruse now as they want to try to pivot. Spike again being taken over. There's Narrate. Pop this Vice Wall. Just playing around with information as there's the jump and Forsaken will fall. And will be able to get on top of him, finds the headshot, a weapon to be collected. Still an opportunity for Paper X to try to make this a thrifty, but have Narrate in a post-plant angle with that outlaw in hand. Everyone's susceptible to it.
And you've got one flash. You got Jing's satchels.
Tap at the door, just sliding along the side of this one here is Divide. Now going to be spotted and dealt with. Sugetsu able to find that, bringing it back into a 3v3. The jump up over the top and Narrate. Just enough time to be able to find the shot. Jing going to be taken down. Envy now eliminated. It's all on something. try to stop this from going 4-0. The cash, not really a concern at all. KC have got buckets of it at this point.
क्या मारा है भाई चेंबर ने?
They will deny him any further damage.
मैं भी ऐसा खेलता था गाइस. अभी नहीं खेल पाता वो अलग बात है. चेंबर.
Early timeout from the
ये मेरा ऐसा ही था but अभी नहीं है.
Already spiraling out of control. And you know, Paper X has moments here where you think, okay, they can get this done, but again, Divide takes that challenge at the door. Sugetsu's good for it. Narade has been just immaculate. I mean, there is no room to criticize him today, the way he's been playing. He's been hitting some incredible shots along the way.
Showstopper to be invested. Lobs it into the corner.
लगा ही नहीं उसको.
Gets on top of it.
Bro, what?
Something with the operator. Only
अरे भाई.
Meanwhile, Narade.
वो बंदा 30 HP में है, 2 को लेके गया.
Tap at the door. A pivot to the C site. Both players completely surrounded. Divide making noise.
डॉस भाई कुक्ड गए भाई. कुक्ड कर रहे हैं डॉस भाई. कुछ तो बना रहा है.
Backstab and KC have full reign, full control.
0-5-0-12
so,
क्या?
So smart, taking those little advantages, matching some of this aggression of Paper
Time out
X.
आएगा अभी.
And this showstopper, don't know how it doesn't kill DOS9.
ये वाला तो थोड़ा जीजी कर दिया ना.
Oh, 11. 6 shot there.
Time out.
There's that
0-5.
Because
भाई नहीं है यहाँ पे. भाई नहीं है.
Absolutely crumbling, and you're not even into something's Blade Storm yet. Going in around 6. So you don't have that to rely on here in this eco. You tried the showstopper again. Jing just hasn't been himself, and I mean, again, you could give a lot of credit to Narrate with the way he's been playing the Chamber and the Phoenix to absorb it, but this round here, they know that DOS9 is there. They just can't get it to go. The little things make those rounds spiral out of control quickly, because KC definitely sense the weakness in Paper X right now. They're gonna pounce on every opportunity.
4 सेकंड भाई थोड़ा दिक्कत में फंसे हुए हैं. 4 सेकंड भाई को समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या करना चाहिए.
That's a whole lot of nothing. Something with a classic. Just going to try to play to get this orb. So nade out, clear some space, stop Sugetsu from scaling. The Blade Storm online. So far, the plan working out. Question becomes, can you now get value off of this ultimate? Can you find a Thrifty? KC already getting up to 6.
Yeah, they're
That would
smoke
be
is
much a death sentence.
yeah, absolutely. But that smoke right there, just they know right away. Nope. Paper X is gearing up for a fight.
Something able to find one, should have gotten the shoulder spot as well. Getsu going to be known for now. So it's a kill found, but not a weapon recovered. While another TP forward onto the side, DOS9 just clearing things out. Spike will be held back for the moment by the Vice Wall. Divide. First one on the scene, something ready to tap this door.
They're really gonna try to spread.
इसे चेंबर ने टीपी किया था साइड पे. चेंबर भाई मेरी आइडिया लगाते हुए गाइस. ट्रैप पे नहीं बचने के लिए टीपी यूज करते हैं.
A lot of flashes to work with here.
Hello for those people watching. How's this guys? Videos like on stream, go and do subscribe if you're new.
Trying to work his way.
Watching, enjoy.
Out on the mound, is able to do so now, joining in alongside 2 of his teammates. Still 5 players strong. Jing did manage to grab that panel, but he's going to be the first to fall as Narade is able to find one. Envy with the Sheriff shot takes down Levin Divide, getting a piece of the action.
Nice one.
The blades will connect.
Finally,
finally. Operator as well. A nice little bonus gift here for Paper X as they will be able to find the Thrifty and get themselves on the board in round 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think just a little bit of, hey, let's make sure we're not giving up that A Rubble fight too easily early in the round. That's caused some problems where players have been able to gain space either towards Rubble or towards that A Orb and cause a lot of players to go down early for Paper X this time. They fight for it, and it has a double effect of getting the Blade Storm into something's hands. He's able to make damn good use of it. That is a huge round there for PaperX. They're going to scoop up that operator. Gonna have a couple ults there for Divine Envy. The narrate ult. Gonna have that tour de force.
फिर भाई है उनपे ले
Now watching around B main, no one to clear this prowler, but Jing quick scaling of space.
एक ऑफ का शॉट लगता ना मजा आ जाता
finds Sugetsu. Potential flanker now going to be dealt with. Of course, could still have narrate as a concern, but it's going to be a very fast push forward onto the C site. AC position. Try to get this spike planted from now, but PaperX are very close by. Shorty at the ready. Levin, shoulder to shoulder. The push forward. Something going to be caught. Jing is there.
एंटी मिस कर दिया उसने
And the jet now out of the equation is still
okay.
will get
They're
invested.
going A.
Calls for the rotations.
They're going
You
A.
know that A is pretty much wide open. And he's going to get on a damn deep angle.
That means nobody's going to be able to carry that hop over necessarily. Should be enough money to buy if they can win it cleanly.
There's a secret, but of course has this tour de force as a backup. She'll peek out. First shot rings through. And Flash fully will connect, but there's no fast scaling to be found. They try to find that punish, so he's able to just backpedal away.
चार बंदे एक साथ
Still a difficult position to try to retake from.
एक तो जाएगा एक तो मार देगा Pop है ना
Be chucked out.
Yeah.
Jing to fall forsaken on the swing is able to find one.
Ah,
the just pushes the smoke. They're not ready for it at all.
नाइन भाई तो कुछ
KC
खुल रहे हैं
take
भाई
the up out of their hands. They
अचानक से
take their hope. They shatter it again.
They're just making some really good calls here and doing something that I've been thinking about a lot of teams
लगा नहीं रे वो वाला
with the success they're able to find against
लगा
PaperX. It kind
नहीं
of goes back to Leviathan and what they were able to do. And that's if you identify where that operator is early for PaperX, just put pressure on it because he's often alone. Something is often on his own with that operator. So
मेरा कॉल आ गया खाने का
you can make him really uncomfortable, and they do just that. Now he has enough for another one, but that means Envy isn't going to be able to have a gun. Jing can only have a Guardian. This has to find value for PaperX.
Trying to determine which angle he wants to check for. Gale forward now, getting ready to come in. Narrate going to be blinded up. Forsaken able to find the kill, but Dawson is able to peel back some of that pressure, making sure that nothing goes over for free. Something, a shot to the rear onto Levin. Dodges out the Nightfall. Quickly repositioned. Spike's still going to be held back over by Tree. Has to retap the door to try to bring this one forward. Arrived to drop.
Shot.
Shot. Av is dead. Spike now resting on the ground. DOS9 going to be taken down to Sugetsu in a 1v4. The pass has been so very good.
Nice.
Like this, but something not going to give them the opportunity. It's going to be a second round win in the hands of PaperX. And like you said, they needed that one to get off the ground, and it has.
Yeah, and I
Comeback हो
saw
रहा
a
है
sigh of relief there from Forsaken after that one was done.
Sure.
It was still, it doesn't feel comfortable with the way Carmine Corp is playing right now. Nice little setup there to deal with Narrate. Get his operator out of the round. I mean, DOS9 as well has picked up the pace.
चालू हो गया फिर से चालू होगा ये फिर से चालू तेरी गंदी आदमी
Here on Lotus, so Carmine Corp
with half armor. Envy doing his damnedest to keep something alive.
guys I'm really sorry ये नहीं
Manages to find DOS9. Will be able to survive with 24 health. Looking for the shot on that jump peak. Levin able to avoid it, and something cannot escape this time around. Sugetsu able to find that kill. Now the pit immediately going to be invested. The plant just below the crossfire, and it's going to be Aves pushing astray as Forsaken's able to find it first. If he's out over towards Rubble, identifies Narrate. They know that it's just going to be the two players here within this pit now. Trailblazer looking for the scout, will be behind Levin, but Levin shuts down Jing. Suddenly now a 3v3. Forsaken trying to reload, but he's swinging out before it's completed. The push forward into the pit, and Levin has Envy dead as well. Devar now in the 1v2, but the time widely is gone. Would have to get onto the spike pretty much right here, right now.
shot one
Finds the headshot, but has to know that this round is over.
कौन को save ना
Up. To be collected, to be juggled away. Levin can't try to really save this one here for his teammates. He will go down to the spike. But it's KC up 7-2.
comeback
I mean, they just, again, they do the same thing. Once they know where that op is, they put pressure. PaperX kind of, I think, obviously incorrectly, assumes that KC is going to pivot into B through the baby door, but They never do. They're just like, oh, we lit up that operator. He's in dire straits. We've got a pit. We get that down. We've got the A site pretty well defended. And then Levin goes to town. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from him. And PRX players just making some individual mistakes along the way.
Some up and over here, Jing. Sugetsu's going to be widely boxed into this corner. There are more players coming in to try to peel back this pressure. He turns
Bro,
the flash and he's
what?
able to find them both.
That's a backbreaker.
Memories. Tournaments long since passed of Copenhagen, that final.
अरे मेरा इंटरनेट, मेरे प्यारे ब्राउजर, क्या हो रहा है तुम्हें? क्या दिक्कत है?
Do you call it?
क्या दिक्कत है तुम्हें? नेट तो मेरा सही है, क्या दिक्कत है?
You might just have to.
हाँ, क्या दिक्कत है? नेट मेरा सही है, क्या दिक्कत है तुम्हें?
You might just have to.
2 दिन से तो नहीं हो रहा था.
Been, you know, this streak they've had on Lotus where they just can't seem to get these wins. They seem to be completely befuddled, and so they tried to make a little bit of a change to go to the fade. That didn't really work at all, so back to the sky, and now it just seems like nothing.
मैं मार दूंगा, मैं भी मार दूंगा. मेरा नेट अभी आज काम को नहीं कर रहा. नेट तो चल रहा है, मैं अभी टेस्ट करके भी नहीं देख सकता क्योंकि ब्राउजर वो है. तुम लोगों को दिख जाएगा मेरा आईपी. दरअसल मैं
wants to be aggressive,
चेक भी नहीं कर
turn up
सकता.
that tempo. KC is so aware, so ready.
केसी
And all
भाई,
the players are
ये देखो
so
रोनाल्डो.
locked in. I mean, everything seems to just fall underneath their scopes, underneath their crosshairs.
हाँ, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, देखो, आई एम सॉरी बट प्लीज यार चालू हो जाना यार.
Gonna play off a little bit of contact over at B. Gonna put the vice wall.
काय को दिक्कत दे रहा है भाई, काय को दिक्कत दे रहा है, चालू हो जाना. ट्विच पे देखे क्या? DWI
B. Gonna put the vice wall
Twitch.
way far forward here at C.
हमारी ऐसे की तैसी
That looks
यूट्यूब
like
EWC.
Look for that grab and narrate. Still swings that angle. Ends up losing his
ट्विच
life.
पे अच्छी
So
क्वालिटी आती है तो यार.
early kill here for PRX. Flash getting pinned against the wall. Sugetsu will be able to
यूट्यूब का
find the
इशू है,
one, but
ट्विच
they
का
get
इशू
traded
नहीं है
out.
यार.
As Showstopper looking for him, and yep, Levin taking enough damage. Showstopper will be able to collect the kill. 9. Slow push into B. Bypasses the thorns and might have a backstab angle.
ट्विच पे कितना अच्छा क्वालिटी दे रहा है. ट्विच पे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, यूट्यूब का दिक्कत है.
Moment looks like he's not going to. But smoke out towards upper.
Okay.
Both players narrowly missing each other by pixels.
they're just willing to explore the map.
ट्विच का वो नहीं है, पंप्स नहीं है मेरे पे. आई डोंट नो कि ट्विच पे अगर करे तो मतलब ट्विच का वॉच भी करे तो वो होता है कि
Chill
नहीं.
out. As backpedaling, Forsaken considering that TP forward. Holds it for now. The jump in. Aves able to find 2. Forsaken still contained, still low on HP. The rewrap though from something, able to find the one, looking for that second. Jumps up the right click, takes him to 50. Dialed in with the op, and something will keep them afloat. It's the 3K. Gets the round win.
I mean, you could just see the confidence from KC. They know they could just hold that angle.
how couldn't how
PRX is trying to use some of those jump peaks.
हाइड नहीं कर सकता.
Get him to pull the trigger maybe a little bit early, but the discipline is there for KC. Aves almost gets it done. Then Forsaken able to buy enough time for something to get into place. Has to use the Blade Storm even there though. Last round of the half. Gonna have Avez's Nightfall. DOS9's ult has been so impactful in a lot of these rounds to find the open space, usher the spike to open space.
Got absolutely nothing ult-wise if you're PaperX.
Yep. You'll have unless Divide goes crazy or Envy does.
Losing your opportunity on this door.
Ah.
What a spray. Levin just able to find him.
कुछ मारा.
It feels like luck is just not on PaperX's side. One hell of a kill we found. The operator and the hero of the previous round now out of the picture. PaperX, with that death, start collecting their forces on the A side of the map. But KC go for the pivot.
Times you just gotta check everything, check every angle. You know, again, the homework being done. Maybe assuming that a player had been tucked in there. Taken's here.
Trying to puff out his chest a bit.
Oh,
The
no.
Nightfall gonna be leading him right to him, and the shots are not
मरा कैसे
connecting.
नहीं
It's a
वो?
bold attempt, but that falls completely flat.
फिर टिप मरा कैसे नहीं?
Patience now to come in. Thorn sent on a timing. And a lot of this pressure going to be shouldered by Envy. Alone on this site. Has the first player dead, but now B opened up. Fly quick on the scene. Sugetsu stays tucked away here at stairs. A kill going to be found, but Jing, he never looks back. He never checks that position. Devi is dead. Envy is gone. And the round, this half, is dominated by Carmine Corp.
They're just ahead of the curve in every respect. That is a absolute blowout.
See, Twitch कितना अच्छा चल रहा है.
Players into double digits already for Carmine Corp.
YouTube का
doubt they're the
दीदी है.
better team right now in this server. It's going to have to be, again, another incredible attack for PaperX to swing this back.
3-9.
I have a hard time imagining it with the way Carmine Corp is playing today. I mean, again, the ideas that they have, the plays that they have, the way that they're able to match the aggression. I mean, they know that PaperX is going to over-rotate on stuff, OP over-aggressive. They can use that to find space, find moments where they can counterpunch. And they land so often. Really just a couple big rounds from something. Being a difference maker, he's the only one who's in double digits for PaperX. And DOS9, absolutely instrumental to get this snowball rolling downhill for KC. Started off so hot, maintained some good pressure along the way. Levin had a big round. KC playing on home soil here in Paris. Want to stick around, want to get further.
कैसी पेरिस की टीम है?
Want to have another opportunity, get into that playoffs and play in front of the home crowd.
हाँ, कैसी पेरिस की टीम है?
This seems to
अच्छा.
be a monstrous comeback here.
इसीलिए अच्छा खेल लिया
Of
guys.
course, has to start from the pistol.
होम ग्राउंड है.
That just feels so unlikely. KC, they've had the run of this map. They've had pretty much every correct read, and they've just been out aiming PaperX.
Yes, straight up. You're absolutely right. I mean, I've been thinking it the whole way. They're just sharper. The aim is just better. Narrate in particular, so clean. You know, Levin, he
Like
has
कर दो,
these
जो भी
rounds
देख
where
रहे
it
हो, like
just
कर दो,
feels like
stream
he
को
can't
subscribe
miss.
कर दो, like कर दो,
He'll hit,
subscribe, like and
and he'll win you
subscribe,
one.
like and
He
subscribe.
might go a little quiet for a few other rounds, but you'll take those every time because they're often impactful ones where it's because KC is already dominating so many of the other rounds that he hits those ones, and it's like, oh, now PaperX's economy is back in the dumpster. Like, it's just so impressive.
DOS9 trying to bait him in, being like, oh, it's just me by myself, playing outside of main.
Nobody here but
Nobody
us
at
omens.
PaperX not quite going to be falling into the trap, but this could still be a very fast scale in from behind. 3 players effectively on a flank at the moment. Quickly going to be getting their way in behind PaperX. PaperX needing to up the pace here, but they have no idea what's waiting for them.
भाई का wall किधर है?
They don't have any trips. They don't have anything.
Exactly.
They're really alert for this one.
Any
एंड
divide.
पे है क्या? भाई का wall किधर है?
He goes just for that sheriff.
Flank का पता कैसे चलेगा?
He'll be giving over some space for now. Aves going to be spotted. Paint shell going to be locked.
Never mind.
Something going to be caught trying to ride that rope. And
I don't know. दवाई का बॉल नहीं था.
risking it all.
And मरा भी नहीं है. 5v5 भी है. 4v5.
Going through. Drops back down. Jing slotting.
वो riot gun वाली थोड़ा मेरे को चाहिए.
The spike will get planted. Player disadvantage for Paper X. Absolutely need this round. Flash spotting nothing from behind. They have to know these players are scaled forward, but Forsaken just jumped in the corners, able to find Sugetsu, finishing him off. Now repaces forward,
nice shot.
finding Aves with that recovered bandit. And Paper Rex looking like there's still yet a bit of fight in them. Great's position completely and utterly known. At this point, wants to just try to get some damage, try to get some ult charge. He will be able to find one, looks for two, gets it. Forsaken will be able to stop him in his tracks. 5 rounds, though, still the lead for Carmine Corp.
Well, okay. This time around, Paper X able to win some of those crucial micro battles. That one right there. Forsaken jumping ahead. Envy holding the line on the backside, gets 2 big kills. Still concerning. Narrate does not seem to miss today. Still gets a little bit of extra value there. Little edges that could cost Paper X this map, even if they start stringing rounds together, even if they go on a tear of their own. Narrate was up on the box, but dropped down. Something was already checking it.
It's got the rendezvous to take him to the opposite side. If a paint shell or something to that effect
nice.
way, he would be safe, but instead we'll just
Bounce को मारा ना. Bounce को मारा, right? If I'm not
a
wrong.
little bit too fast on the draw. Finds him with that Marshall. Gets a little bit of damage here. Now the follow-up shot will take down Aves. That one pops. 11.
अभी देखो ओमेन का फ्लैंक देखो. ओमेन टीपी किया है, ट्रिगर नहीं हुआ बॉल.
There's DOS9 getting the headshot, getting the elimination.
देखा ओमेन ने टीपी किया है. बॉल ट्रिगर नहीं किया उसने.
Finds another kill. He only has to be pushed over to Forsaken, but this is already decent damage dealt, and now a Spectre recovered.
I think मार दे.
Absolutely play this one out.
बोला था मार देगा.
The Marshall now gone. Spray and pray. So much damage found. I think one of those connecting onto Envy's head.
ओमेन होल्ड करेंगे थोड़ा. ओमेन का हो जाइए ब्लाइंड देखने से. क्या बोला मैंने क्या बोला मैंने. ओमेन के लिए वेट करेंगे. ओमेन ब्लाइंड दिया तो 4 सेकंड हट गया उधर से. ठीक है ब्लाइंड के लिए.
Up to double digits.
That is absolutely unbelievable.
Bro, what?
He's done it again. He has done
Guys, जो भी
it
लाइक करना स्ट्रीम को एंड सब्सक्राइब if you're new. ताकि मैं वॉच पार्टी के लिए और ज़्यादा पम्प्स मुझे मिले एंड मैं वॉच पार्टी करूँ. Right.
The specter of the past
subscribe.
is now the vision of the future. That may be a plane ride back to South Korea, back to Pacific for Paper X.
It is a 4v5 thrifty conversion now, forcing the bomb.
तो अगर
Paper Rex
PRX हारती है तो EWC से बाहर हो जाएंगे. डबल एलिमिनेशन तो पहला मैच हार गए थे. एनर्जी से सेकंड मैच ये वाला.
An outlaw in hand.
Yeah.
All players half armor or none.
Point up, welcome to the stream. How was yours? How was yours? Yeah, kinda you can say though.
Just insane. Absolutely insane.
Fade main control ले लिया. ठीक है उसको पता है. इन्फो है उस पे.
You know where that landing spot is going to be.
And इनको पता है से ही घुसेंगे. And से जा रहे हैं लोग.
11 able to find one. Jing just straight across with that judge, but will.
Bro, chamber, what?
Can reply, but it's a casual shot from DOS9 as Envy goes forward into the smoke to his death. Divine out.
1v2.
The last one standing.
It's possible.
Caught by the seas. Decayed to 1. Little health he does have. Will recover.
Is he rotate?
35 seconds. He's going to try to go on a pivot.
Does he have enough time here to go anywhere else?
He's just a cursory check around the back, but yeah, he is running out of time. This would be one hell of a way to lose the round. I mean, you got to start sprinting. He's got to be knife out.
Yeah.
Full send it from here. And even then, it's
going to be close.
And I mean,
Could have
Aves is matching him.
And
Aves gonna have a shot at
Viper
this,
have snake bite.
Jumps across the way, but yeah.
Yep.
He'll actually give him the alert, but he's trying to just stick this
Yep.
plant.
It is
and the
what
time
it is.
just is not there. No clutch to be found. No hope to be found.
So
KC continuing
something
to beat them back
that
at every
is not
twist and
exactly.
turn.
अरे कौन है?
Dominance, pure
किसका सर्वर है?
dominance.
अच्छा never
I mean,
mind.
Envy just running through
किसी का
there,
अकाउंट हो गया.
not even looking
Back हो गया.
at the bottom of the smoke. I mean, it's like every idea that PaperX thinks they have about where KC is going to be, how they're going to be playing, they're wrong. Coming into this, stingers. I mean, PaperX is just throwing everything. They're investing whatever they can. It's 2 glass cannons for Divide
Slap
and
though.
something.
They don't have buy for next round.
Narrate has the Outlaw. Nobody except for Jing has the armor to
They
withstand
don't
it.
have buy for next round though.
The two of them have no armor at all.
Maybe
Yeah.
something happened. Something happened.
Vandal, glass cannon.
You know.
Low creep up. Pop flash on the corner.
Nap.
The relay bolt and the prowler will hold them back. Levin, he is out for blood. He wants that kill. He's not going to be able
Oh,
to
nice
find
one.
it. Sugetsu and Dawson
No,
absolutely
never mind.
mind. Forsaken going to be taken down. It's just Aves caught up.
3 before.
Player advantage still there. One of the Vandals left on the floor. Narrate. Pole position. The tail went past. God, that's well and good for something. He's able to avoid it. Finds
Nice
the kill.
shot.
The rest of the team still needing to try to get past this.
Bro,
Narrate is able to find
what?
the no scope. Jing dead.
What?
Sugetsu arriving in.
Nah.
Not going to be fast enough. Has Narrate.
Nah. GG's. GG's.
Closes
They
out
don't
another
have
kill.
buy
Another shot
now.
out, something denying him heroics at every twist and turn. Carmine
They
Clark
don't have buy now.
to match point.
It's GG's
Took the words out of my mouth.
for
Every
PRX.
round they've got the read.
Bro, the chamber played
There's
very
4
well.
players coming up the front of
Literally.
me at the beginning of this.
Every shot.
They know exactly how PaperX thinks.
Hello to the
It's starting
16
to feel
people
a
watching.
little bit like
How's it, guys?
How
What's
I
up?
felt watching Leviathan play PaperX, where they just knew what they wanted to do and how they wanted
Dogs,
to do
who's
it.
bro? Don't say that.
PaperX here.
Don't say
Goes
that.
the flash out, cleared right away. Rate's not messing around with any of that. Trying to go back into B.
Forsaken in the spawn. Now he's going to be surrounded. Meanwhile, something dead on the B side. Forsaken desperately trying to find that kill, but Aves is able to hold his own. Just some damage onto the fade. A kill onto Levin, but 2 players now lost.
Okay. 3 before.
Site primed for the plant, but
It
PaperX
is
aren't leaning
23
into B.
HP.
They're trying to get grouped together. Back over here at A.
Been given
They're
some
going
breathing room.
A.
It seems like KC actually assumed
If
maybe B
Jing.
actually was
Oh,
the
never
play.
mind.
Being backpedaling, if he had held this angle with that judge, he might have been able to tear them asunder, but instead shifts his position, is going to try to play the top of rope. Exactly where he doesn't need to be. It's 1 kill away from
Pretty
having a
slow.
showstopper. But from this position, I just don't know how he's going to be able to get it. KC playing this one patiently, the tap at the door, just keeping Devi's eyes trained in that position. The pit forward now to try to scale in. A flash out. The slot forward, swinging around, closer and closer. It's Devi, the spray and pray will be able to find one. The paint shell going to be lobbed in, but Dawson is able to take down
Nothing.
Jing Devi.
Nothing.
He'll find himself a third. Steel guarded immediately going to be invested. Spots him, kills him.
Bro,
4K
nice one, nice one.
PaperX.
Nice
Oh,
one.
they hold on by a thread.
Some hopes.
I need 7 in a row just to take this into overtime.
Well, they
Still.
got there, but
Some hopes.
will it matter? It would be an unreal comeback if they can do it. It looked like for a second there, DOS9 had ended the round, but able to avoid that pit. That was really creative by Sugetsu there. And again, PaperX just
Let's to keep
positional,
the hope.
I think, mistakes that
Each
could
and
cost
every
them the round. Like
round.
you're talking about Jing holds that. Well, I'm going to hold my thought.
Caterpillar jet smokes
They
forward.
push.
Into the side goes Jing. No one to be spotted. He had no raid, still trying to hold the door. Has to make his exit with that rendezvous, and his Envy is able to greet DOS9. Finding that elimination. Devi swinging the corner.
one.
Ava's going to be taken down. It's a 2-player advantage now for PaperX. as they
Thank you so
move
much for
back across
subscribing.
towards A. Levin, however, here
Saint Panda. Thank you so much.
is quietly looking to be their demise, to catch them off guard, but now his hand has been
Okay.
revealed. Avoids the flashes, but
Nice
clean one tap. Shuts out
shot.
Forsaken, but is not ready for Jing to counter swing into backside.
Now the thing.
The tour de force in hand, no reason for Narrate to not
Maybe
try to play this
it-
one out.
like-
Only widely
Don't
available for
save.
the rest of the team as well.
I don't know buy though.
I'm trying to make a go of this.
Okay.
Don't peek though. The spot out. The paint
Think
shot
of
now to be let
something.
loose. Forces
Ah.
into the open though. Not wanting to stick around to drops, and Arraid is able to find the first of 4 necessary kills. The follow-up shot ends up going wide. Tries to scale forward. They just can't quite make it happen. Envy and Divide get their
Nice.
targets, and PRX get up to
6-12. 6-12.
Okay. It's
Okay.
taking a lot of ultimates just to get to this point. Going to be able to
Each and every round is
get in the
important
bye, but
for them.
the ult economy look like. I mean, now they're getting a little bit sharp.
But ये वाला शॉट मस्त मारा था भाई.
Imagine it's
मस्त
too
मारा
little
था.
too late for PRX.
See, मैंने Twitch पे शिफ्ट किया.
You would
ठीक है.
imagine.
कुछ नहीं हो रहा.
It's best to not start
YouTube का
believing quite
दिक्कत है
just
फिर
yet,
वो.
but no,
मेरा
it will
दिक्कत
be
नहीं है
enough
वो.
to force a timeout out of KC.
I mean, you've got the overdrive here. You're 1 away from a nightfall. So for this round,
They
I think
they
there's-
have
I think
Neon
the players
ult,
have enough
Omen
to buy,
ult,
so
and इधर
I
कुछ
wanna
नहीं
talk
है.
about a little bit. Most of the players do actually.
इधर
Well, they
कुछ नहीं
wanna
है.
run
They
this.
have Neon ult and
Maybe
Omen
you
ult. Maybe they can use Neon ult
save the
and Omen ult
overdrive
both
for the next round.
at the same
You do
time.
lose this one. DOS9 has his ult. You could talk about how you
to
want to
like
work that a little bit. It's going to
destruction
be
and all.
1 away from Avez's nightfall.
Maybe
so
go there. They can go now. See.
how you want to contain one of those orbs. Make sure you get that into your hands. How you can just settle down.
But C पे जाएंगे तो
Close
Omen
this out
ult and
comfortably.
Neon ult दिक्कत देगा जगह.
Get yourself
defense में,
situated
ना?
to play NRG next. Found out Vitality was able to take that series.
It was going to be a difficult opponent no matter what.
वो है देखो. हाँ देखो see.
Certainly won't get easier from here, but looks like there is going to be a decently hefty investment from KC.
And
They want
to
to bring this
control
to
it.
an end right here, right now. Operator,
See,
of course, in
I
the
told
hands
you.
of
I told
something.
you.
As Jing bounding forward to Mound.
They're going to
Flash
see, I
is gonna
told
be
you.
going Through, but DOS9, his presence now going to be red, but not before he's able to claim 2. Judge from Levin. Intercepts Divide. immediately upgrades the weaponry.
2v3. This is 2v3.
Just the 2 players left. Levin jiggling on this corner. Spotted out. Will back away before the operator can get dialed in.
Oh, look at narrate.
The flag.
Scaling in behind
Oh,
him. And with Divide's death, that
never
wall
mind.
means absolutely nothing.
Can't do.
No alert
You just
system.
trigger the wall.
Envy
I guess.
has to be the one that have his head on a swivel watching from behind, but if you lose
Oh,
sound
never
on this
mind.
one, that's going to be the spike on the
Acha,
floor.
oh, okay,
Just
never mind.
something alone.
Nice one.
Eventually is able to get it dialed in. The Seekers immediately going to be sent out.
I thought
Counting out both players' positions.
Buzz is not
That's going to
that.
have them rerouting, pivoting back over to C.
There
Something needs to hit this shot. Gonna pull off the angle as well, expecting this rewrap.
कौन सा plant है?
Probably behind. Oh,
Nice shot.
Manages to connect
Nice
that.
one.
What a hit!
Nice one, nice one, nice one.
Levin
Yes,
dead. Havas now the one to try to play
भाई
this
उसका
one through.
पोज ही देखो,
Tossed into the back. But
bro. Nice one.
propped up on top of the box, will be able to find the kill, and PRX continue to try to
अब
make
मेरा
a go
कॉल
of
आ गया
this.
खाने का
5
ऐसे.
more rounds.
So the next one, looking like an eco for Carmine Corp. Do have that overdrive there, though. It looked like this might have been the end of the round. I mean, DOS9
Hello,
sitting in his own,
hello.
sitting in the smoke there, just
Taxi.
making
Where
life
is it?
miserable. Some of the PRX players, but they're able to barely battle through. Envy, 3K. Little bit of fire still in the PRX camp. Shot early from something.
DOS9 still scaling.
He's just going.
He is just fiercely walking at him. PRX at the moment.
He's
Have
got
no eyes on this whatsoever. The Bandit, he can get this 1 tap, and he will. Well, 2 tap.
Nice
Still
shot.
is able to find something at the end of it all. Player disadvantage. That operator just.
Where is the chamber TP?
stranded on
Oh,
the floor.
the default TP.
just that lack of respect that PRX plays to that. Oh my goodness, there it.
Ooh.
This could just about be at the beginning of the end here. This Forsaken will be able to find 1. But the overdrive popped. Levin fishing for anything that he can get through that fast lane. Looks away around the corner. Jing, does he have any kind of read? That Sugetsu is laying here. Behind that box.
I don't think so. Jing have info of Viper. I don't think so.
These flanks, but no, he's starting to
And Jing dead.
That's going to be his undoing. As Jing now turns back,
Wow.
eats some damage, but still is able to find the kill.
3v3.
That might just be enough for PRX to still deny this Thrifty.
They're not planting.
Deny the end of this series to Carmine Corp.
And Viper try to. Sorry.
Not being watched for.
Ah,
The headshot
now.
time is starting to bleed dry. The drop down heard. Forsaken. Able to find that elimination. But has to get this spike planted. Paranoia going to be sent through. DOS9. And now 11 on the approach here from the back.
Hello.
Comes away with it, and Jing has to do it all. And
Hello.
he can!
GG's.
11 dead from the paint shell, but
GG's.
still a player alive. The defuse will be there, and Carmine Corp will come out on top. 2-1 in the
GG's.
series.
It's
They send PRX
GG's.
home.
The dream lives on here in Paris, France for Carmine Corp. What a stunning series.
Good game.
Losing their map
They played
pickup
very well.
sunset,
Really.
And then coming back.
Well played. Well played. GG's.
Historically
Well
great match
played.
for PRX on Fracture and on Lotus to send them packing out of EWC 2026. Amazing.
No more
amazing
PRX
stuff
in
here
EWC
we saw
2026.
today.
Ah,
And again, I have to give the
One
coaching staff
team.
so much credit. They had them
गया.
so well prepared
एक टीम
here.
गया.
The players
एक और टीम बचा है
themselves
कल.
stepped up
कल है
so
बचा है एक और टीम.
nicely. They looked so
क्या
sharp
लगता है? जी कैन
every
डू
aspect of the
दैट.
game.
जी का सेम
Looking
होगा भाई.
damn good, but the fight's
नहीं
still
अच्छा
not
खेला.
done
Not
yet
gonna
for
lie, अच्छा
KC.
खेला.
They have
They
another
played
opponent
really
who
well.
wanted that with NRG awaiting them if they want to still be able to play in front of that crowd.
Especially
the job is
Chamber.
not yet done, but they are looking
Chamber and
damn
Omen.
good for PRX.
Especially
It's
Chamber, I can
bittersweet,
say that.
Also, some forced and very
Played really
necessary
good,
rest, I
really
think,
good,
'cause these guys have been
really
on the
good.
road. They've been at it constantly
Really
this
good.
year.
Not gonna lie.
Let's go ahead
Really
and
good.
send things back over to the analyst as to break down the
Yep,
action from
it's
this
GG's.
incredible series.
It's GG's. Chalo.
And the woes for Pacific continue. A second team knocked out from VCT Pacific. It's PRX going home after a huge upset by the
Chalo
hometown
guys,
squad.
I hope
It is Carmine
आपको
Corp
मजा आया होगा.
blue wall still
And yeah,
alive
that is for
here.
today. I hope you guys enjoyed the
2-1
stream. If you did, drop a like, share, and subscribe.
Crazy
I want to
result
do
here.
like more. The thing, I have to go for dinner. Although मुझे अभी मतलब करना था तो गेम का करना था. I can do the. But वही है. मुझे गेम खेलना था, but आज की स्ट्रीम पे नहीं हो पाएगा वो. ठीक है. कल की स्ट्रीम पे खेलेंगे. सुबह को हम 4 बजे के हम जी को वॉचपार्टी करेंगे. देन शाम को हम डेली जो खेलते हैं वो खेलेंगे. Thank you so much guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, drop a like, share, and subscribe. And yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. और क्या, like कर देना स्ट्रीम को, सब्सक्राइब भी कर देना. Don't forget to join my Discord server as well. And yeah, आना, ठीक है. Do join me. I do live each and every day at 7:30 p.m. in IST. ठीक है, IST पे. So yeah, don't forget to join me. And that watchparty is continued. ठीक है, ये तो चलता रहेगा. नेक्स्ट टाइम नेक्स्ट उसमें तो एपिक्स का भी करेंगे हम मे बी. ठीक है, अगर नहीं करो तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. पर यार, वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट इन इज बाय बाय डाटा हो गया उसका भाई साहब. PRX का जी इज द लास्ट होप. क्या बोला जी भी कल टाटा बाय बाय. चलो guys, I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you did, drop a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much everyone for joining. मिलते हैं stream पे. Bye. See ya tomorrow at 4:30, right? जी का match 4:30, right? Tomorrow afternoon 4:30 p.m. ठीक है, in IST. ठीक है. So yeah, don't forget to join me. Thank you so much everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. See ya. Good night. Have a good day. ख्याल रखो. तबीयत का ध्यान रखो. And yeah. Bye bye. See ya. Bye bye. See ya. Drink water. Stay hydrated. Stay happy always. And good night. Bye. 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 Bye.
Incredible. You are going up against